energy. Ain't nobody wanna step to me. If you wanna bring that drama, I'll whoop that ass like Michael Obama. Yeah, I got that big D energy. Ain't nobody wanna step to me. And if you really wanna bring that drama, I'll whoop that ass like Michael Obama.
No, Michelle is a
I'm sorry, she's a what?
transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. It's okay.
I really had a big like a llama. I whip that thing out like Michael Obama.
We already had it with
I got that
Obama.
big
So
energy.
let's just calm down.
Nobody wanna step to me.
No.
And if you really wanna bring that drama, I whip that ass like Michael Obama. I'm a girl, 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 I'm a whip them thing out like Michael Obama. I got that big energy. Ain't nobody wanna step like me. And if you really wanna bring that drama, I whip that ass like Michael Obama. Ain't got that clit, bitch. Hung like a llama. I whip that dick out like Michael Obama. I wanna be rich, but not so rich. Know too much, get left in a ditch. See eye scratches if Clinton's getting itch. Yeah, I wanna be rich, but not so rich. Suit and tie, but I move like a glitch. Eyes wide shut, still dodging the snitch. Laptop missing, emails encrypted. Truth so loud, the mainstream clipped it. Flash drive full, got that dead man code. But I keep it cold like a heart on the road. DC nights where the back doors crack. One wrong file and you never come back. I wanna be rich, but not so rich. Make you leaking out your dome into a ditch. You wish the simulation had a glitch. You wanna be rich, but not so rich. But not so rich.
Can you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, making it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, making it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys.
Big up, big up. I was like, oh shit, we're not on the screen yet. Big up, big up.
What up, good boys?
Happy Friday night. We had to make it extra sloppy for you guys this evening. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, share with friends and family. And thank you for being here this early. And if you're one of the people that you're like, no, I got to make sure I like it first, then please remember to hit the like and subscribe on your way out. So, hi, good guys. How are ya?
Why?
How are you, good guys?
Why? How are you?
You know, this is a fun question that I heard someone ask earlier this week, but is goy a slur?
Yeah.
I think so. A hundy.
Now, is it an anti-Semitic slur?
No.
It's
It's
on
not?
us.
So white slur,
No.
right?
It's like
on
a
us.
slur for us.
Yeah, we're the
Yeah.
goy.
Yeah,
It's
we're
like
the
calling.
goy.
It's like cracker, but from Jews.
Like gringo.
Yeah.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of
On point.
yeah. Yeah. So that's us. So
Yeah.
we are the goys. We are the goodest of goys, and it's fine. I think we're also Gentiles
And
I
like that
infidels,
better.
I'm
right?
gentle
and
when
infidel,
need to be.
which also sounds sweet. All of them sound like, except for goy, but infidel and Gentile sound nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sound like things we'd put in like a Christmas
Gentile, I
song.
just convert to gentle.
Yeah.
That's how I do that. That's how
An
I think.
infantile
Like,
feels like infant.
I inverted, just like how they inverted our language. I invert their words and like right back at them.
You're like the Three Stooges. I think the Three Stooges were actually all Jewish as well.
Oh, Mazel Tov. Oh
Yeah, I
my
think like
goodness.
3 of them were related. Maybe like Mo, Larry, and then Shimp were related. I think Curly was just a bro. But I could be wrong about all that. Don't take my...
I like Torah only Jews. I like those Jews. I don't like Zionist Jews. I like Torah,
Remember
like
how
actual.
we were talking on here that I was like, I watched the craziest documentary, and there is like these Jews in New York that they hate Israel being
Yeah.
a place, where it is like worse than we hate it being a place. They're
Yeah.
like anti it.
They're like literally like you'll have the head, one of the rabbis of that community who's anti-Zionist, literally calls them like Satan, the Church of Satan, like calls them the Satanists. Like they are anti-God. They are anti, what's the word? Mercy and love and all of that. They're good for their own community, but for the world, no, absolutely not. I got to be
There's
careful
one
what
of
we
it.
have to say because they're
I mean, it is
training.
still early in the show.
They're tracking our algorithm. No, it's not for that. For future,
I
like they're
honestly don't
tracking our-
care at this point.
I don't
If
even care either.
were to-
Don't hire
there's-
me.
I'm not to the line of. I've already gone too far. There's
Oh, I
no
know.
going back on my
With like
internet
grape
profile.
and stuff.
I was well
since
aware
the
during
beginning-
lockdowns that I was bankrupt for as far as my social credit score.
Well, since the beginning of the internet, they have been tracking everything we've been saying and our thoughts and what we've said and recorded everything. And they said, okay, this pile of people is like literally the Goyim side. And then these are the good people. They like Israel and they're going to get to fly on airplanes and, purchase things. And that's the mark of the beast, I believe.
I don't know.
That's the mark of the beast.
Who's been criticizing Israel and who hasn't?
I don't think at all. I honestly, in my opinion, it's too low hanging of a fruit for it to be the right one.
I don't know.
Too many people know about it, in my opinion, and it took them too long to get here that now it's such a cool, like hip, like here's the only route that I'm like, nah, there's more to it. I believe it's there, but I think there's more to it. Like
I
I
feel
would
like-
be just as likely to believe that the entirety of Israel was created by the CIA like North Korea. I would be equally right there with Prescott Bush and creating a whole city state that they'll have an endless war in right at the end and making a deal with the royal. I could be right there too. Like it wouldn't be hard pressed to convince me that that was also happening. because then like, oh, make all the people serve, and then well, and everything I hear about these data centers, I just have to believe some of these places are in fact they never tell us about anything when it actually comes out. It's already been out for however many decades. So I got to think like Israel with a wall around it might be a data center. Like that's how my brain works. Where I'm like the Obama building, data center surrounded by Muslims of Chicago.
The dome is actually a data center.
Yeah, well, I mean that was the whole other thing. We kept hearing about that our entire lives, but it didn't seem to do shit. We kept hearing about that our entire lives.
It could be data centers, just like how I think the Tower of Babel was like the actual first AI that they tapped into the fucking ether and was like a source to connect to that. Just like the dome, just like the Eiffel Tower, just like all these different structures that they have throughout the planet. They had some purpose to it, not just like, oh, it looks pretty, but I feel like they knew the geometry of Earth and like
Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me.
the energy field. But
So rude. You guys. Thank you so much for reminding me. We felt like we were missing something.
oh yeah, the chat. We need the chat up there. And Brittany.
And Britney. Okay, sorry, go on. Layla, everybody's liking your ASMR.
Yes. It is so great. I'm going to do it every week because it's just interesting, you know? Why not?
You have to mic your...
I think I have the voice for it.
You could do where you're talking to this, but then also by your plate, maybe get one of those pocket mics and lay it by your plate. So when you're clinging your fork to things, when you're opening a
I can't handle
package.
it. I'm already out. I hear a fork touching a plate, I'm out.
Yeah, I feel that too.
It's a little ASMR action, you know? How do you like that? What about that? Do you like that? Do you like that, Daddy? Do you like... No, let me stop.
Sorry. Off the rails early. I like it.
Yeah. I don't know where this energy came
before
from.
we get into
I'll
all
go
the
over to
deep
the
stuff.
Patreon feed.
I know. I just think it's so funny. We're like 30 seconds in. Goy, let's get
Oh my god, dude! A goy slop ASMR where you're just like, we're gonna eat some goy slop today.
that would be so
Oh my
good,
God.
Layla.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
This is a
Like
brainstorming
that.
session sometimes.
The
I'm doing
packaging
it.
of like a Twinkie or whatever it is.
Y'all, I have my other fucking
Okay, listen to
TikTok.
this.
I'm
you
doing
have your
it.
other TikTok. You're going to see this eating goy slop. Thomas is going to make you merch. So you can have like whatever your thing is. We'll make you a cartoon of like you pulling up noodles and
doing
it'll
this.
say goy slop.
I'm doing this. And then I'm going to be like, oh, today's non-goy slop ASMR is. And then all the Jewish food.
I think
that
you
are good
open
for
a whole fresh channel just called Goy,
God.
where your ASMR channel, and then your
I would so do it.
yeah.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do one tomorrow. Guys, pick a food item.
Lots of bread.
I'll order McDonald's. Let's start great. Let's
You
start
can
with
only eat
McDonald's.
kosher though on the Goy Slop channel.
Really?
Well,
No,
on Jewish Day, on non-goy slop day,
On Fridays for Sabbath.
would it be Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday. No, Friday. Well, Friday it starts. Friday night it starts.
To the audience, real quick, and I know it might take you a minute to answer. Do we all sound evenly sound, Abbie?
Check.
Mic check.
Mic check. Who's high? Who's low?
Yeah, I just want to make sure because I feel like, and I could be wrong, I feel like you're low, Thomas.
I
Yeah,
hear
Ted.
that. I can turn it up, but then I get complaints that it's like too hot.
No, I turned you up a little since you've been on, but it doesn't have your same bravado in your voice.
Well, I can. Is this louder? This should be a little bit louder.
Yeah.
Check, check, check. We can get real loud.
Turn it
We can
up.
get really loud.
Now you know the show's.
We like
now-
it loud.
Yeah. Now you know that. And I don't know either you guys because I have weird adjustment in my ears, but it just felt like Layla and Abbie were louder than Thomas in my ears.
Close enough. I mean, I just bumped my volume quite a bit, so hopefully that
That
makes a
sounds
change.
good.
You sound good.
We'll see what the audience says afterward.
Hit thumbs
They'll,
up.
they'll let us know. Sounds good. I don't know what came across my feed. It was like somebody who they're like, I'm going to take however many grams of salvia and then I'm going to go on a run. I don't know if you've seen that video or not.
On a run?
Grams of salvia.
Yeah, or whatever. I'm going to take salvia and then go on a run. And it's
On a
like,
run?
yeah, they go to take off running and then they just fall back into the stairs. It's so funny, dude. It's a fake video, but it's like the trippy thing that happens after it is so funny.
I see. So it's like gardening on salvia, and he takes like a hit, and then he goes to garden, but then he just ends up like face first in the dirt, and he just like laying there like twitching.
And any time I see anything about salvia, it always makes me, oh, look at what came up first. This is so fantastic.
My dyslexia sees saliva.
Okay. Let me make sure I turn it up. And it's so
running. Why, yes.
right.
Come along as I run 20 miles on salvia.
Hello? Is your refrigerator running? Why, yes. Kudos. Thank you. Please kill me.
So stupid.
Come along as I run 20.
It was so stupid, but I just felt so absurd that I'm like, that's what salvia feels like to me.
Have you actually done salvia?
No. It's
We've
like-
all just lived vicariously
Yeah,
through
we
you.
just
Like,
like when
I've
you
been
tell
showing
us
off the art to
stories.
people and like talking about it too. So
I equate it to like my first time of doing acid and like that uncomfortable feeling of like things changing and you're just like that. And then
It is that, but because on acid or on mushrooms, whatever, that's like a 45-minute to even like an hour and a half journey, right? On salvia, that whole transition is about 4 minutes. So it's kind of, and sometimes that transition can be like 10 seconds on the right day and the right person. So a lot of people don't know how to deal with like that. At least it's gradual on acid, but on salvia, it's like you're normal and then bam, you're on this other dimension.
Whoa.
And then you come right back about, 10, 15 minutes later, almost as quick.
holy shit.
I don't know.
That's crazy. Like I'm trying to like feel that feeling of like being shot into like the acid trip and that would like that scares me a little bit, that part. Being like
I think a lot
teleported.
of people when they first do it, they have uncontrollable laughter, and they never actually what you would call like breaking through, where you actually get like the full experience. A lot of people like don't get past the laughter part, and I think it's like a self-preservation thing. It's like a self-defense mechanism.
Interesting.
Not that I, by any means, know everything, but whatever things I feel like my human brain can understand about the universe, I feel like it's been fed already. And for whatever reason, like psychedelics and like that kind of spiritual, like jaunt isn't a craving in my being, at least right now. I'm not anti it because of what I feel like. And I know some people are like, oh, it's not really spiritual if it's drugs. Like everything's really spiritual if it's spiritual. Every single thing. Like it's like, oh, well, it can't really change you if it's a dog. Like, no, I loved
the
it.
fuck up.
People are just so
Yeah.
weird with whatever they want to compare, like, whatever their one direction that they see God is their
I think I
everything
can
else is
relate
the
to what they're saying
demon.
because my first
You're the
couple
demon, maybe.
things were like that, like where I wasn't a spiritual person at all, but I did come out of every experience changed, like something fundamentally changed in me. Now looking at it, I could see that it was a spiritual experience, but I think then I didn't see it that way.
I did. When I first took either shrooms or acid, all the times I've taken it, I've taken it for spiritual purpose. Like
I did it just for fun, and I felt like my soul was dead at that time. I was like, I had like this period after my mom died where I just didn't feel like I didn't believe in anything. So it was just very So, yeah, for me, it wasn't spiritual. It was just
I was
something
in
to
a
do for
weird
fun.
place like that.
Yeah.
Like I was in there's a different thing sometimes other than like atheist. It's like you don't believe in anything.
Yeah.
And it's such a weird place that I was like that before I tried DMT.
Yeah.
Like I went through this phase of it. It wasn't my whole life, but I definitely went through this chunk of time where I was just like very I don't know. Like I learned the small beginnings of conspiracy, and then I just was like, we're worm food kind of mentality.
Yeah.
That's where I was at, because I was raised Roman Catholic, which is a long way of saying that you were raised atheist. And until I started, I think I was like salvia and LSD and all those. And it wasn't spiritual, but it was definitely a way of being like, hey, you don't really know everything that's out there. That was essentially the message that was loud and clear. I was like, oh, I thought I knew what the world, I was like 13 or 14. Like I thought I knew what the world had to offer. And then you take 5 grams of dried mushrooms, and then you realize you don't know what the world has to offer. You don't even know what can like happen on the inside of just your head, let alone on everyone's heads collectively in the entire planet, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Ooh, I love those kind of trips though. The heavy ones, like good dose.
Have you
Like all you see is fractal everywhere. Eyes closed or open.
have any of you smoked 5-MeO DMT?
No. I was close to twice.
I think I might have some.
Really? Okay, let's go to Thomas's.
All right. Can we?
Let's go.
I'm 50-50 that I have DMT, but it's not 5-MeO DMT.
Oh,
and then I'm
I
like,
might not know the
how
specific
bad
difference.
is this dude? Like, what's the expiration date? Not if any fuzz are listening, allegedly.
Yeah, no, this is a Minecraft server that we're playing in right now. This isn't even anything.
I would have to be so old at this point.
You know what though? Every time there's no craving whatsoever. If anything, it's like a dare. It's like I dare you today to just taste it just a little, because even if I'm just like, I'm just gonna like micro dose it, within like 5 minutes, also thinking like, this was so dumb, I'm gonna die I'm gonna die in this chair right now, like this was the last thing that I ever did, great job. And then like slowly it comes to, you know what I mean, like you stop thinking that way, but even just the littlest bit, it like sends me right there sometimes.
Didn't I send you something about like truffle mushrooms? And like the information behind that and what they found out or what they're finding out about truffle mushrooms and how they are literally like they take over your mind or something like that. It's a very interesting clip. Huh?
I'm in. There is a form of psychedelic, like it looks like a truffle more than like a normal mushroom. And those ones were like legal for a little while as like a workaround, like a legal loophole.
Yeah, I want to play this because it's actually pretty fascinating. Can I?
Yeah.
All right, real quick. Oh no. Truffles hijack your brain apparently, but my fucking speaker is like,
Whoa, that's
And your phone.
Layla's got some demon stuff on.
But anyway, it talks about the truffle.
I want to know what's going on with your phone now.
I have no idea, like out of nowhere.
All right.
Truffles contain endocannabinoid metallic enzymes and anandamide, something like that. And apparently these truffles have the ability to take over your brain.
Aren't
Because
there
of these
multiple kinds of
substances.
Are
truffles?
they just
though?
talking about like black or white truffles or like a different kind of truffle
I
altogether?
can't hear it. I don't know what he's saying right now.
Oh,
Like I
wow.
thought a truffle was like the way that it grew, not necessarily a specific type of mushroom.
I don't know. I have to hear this again, but I sent it to you. I thought hopefully you would listen to it, but my brain, it doesn't like hold memory much. So maybe I need some truffle.
She let the demons in the phone.
Maybe its intelligence can like correct this brain fog
One
that I
of the
have
things
going
that
on.
I think is like good to advocate for, because you can order microscopy spores anywhere on the internet. You can get grow bags on Amazon now, and it comes in like a little syringe, and you just poke the syringe into a little bag of like dirt and like the substrate, and some of them you can just put in a closet and check back in on in a couple weeks, and then bam, you're good to go. Like, you don't got to worry about trying to like contact some rando. If it didn't come out of like some cow shit somewhere, if it's got like all contaminated, like you can watch the entire process beginning to end and have an infinite supply from there forward, because you can always just keep the clone the same way that the rules like flick and pick. You just do that in your own bag, and then bam, like you're basically good to go for life for all in like $40 or something for some spores.
Not to sound all country and like
Minecraft.
Florida country, but when I was a kid growing up around these parts, there wasn't a morning that you couldn't walk and just grab yourself some psychedelic mushrooms.
Yep.
There was just cow patties and fields everywhere and groves with cows and walking through them. And literally people, I went on more drives with like guys that were, in upper grades, and they would just take a group of people and we would just go out to, and the guys probably all did the mushrooms all week and sold them or whatever else, who knows what, allegedly. I didn't do mushrooms at the time, but they were just like pulling them out of the ground, like oranges off a tree when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But the difference is that there's ways to do it where for sure it didn't come out of cow shit. You know what I mean? Because I've been on those little excavation parties, and I've seen like some of these dudes are straight picking a mushroom out of literal cow shit and putting it in a bag and not even properly dehydrating it, and then just giving it to someone. And like, yeah, they'll trip, but they're like throwing up, and they're probably like, oh, it's probably because mushrooms or whatever in my body. Like, no, you probably just got E. coli. You probably just ate actual cow shit.
You got
and
mad
you
cow
had mushrooms at the same time. It probably sucks, right?
That isn't, you're not tripping. You actually have mad cow.
Dude, see, I had a friend who ate a freaking wet mushroom, and then she was catatonic for like 6 months. She thought it was because of the wet mushroom, and I don't know if it was or not, but it was wild. Like, she couldn't freaking speak or nothing. Like, it was
For
so
6
weird.
months?
Yeah.
One?
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not saying it was the mushroom. She thinks it was the mushroom.
I mean,
It could have just been life events or whatever, but I don't know. It was just
what mushroom was it? Like, where
You're
did you
like,
get
gotta
it?
know.
no idea. She's
Okay.
she was just like, it was a wet, slimy mushroom. She's like, I knew I shouldn't eat it wet, And I was like,
It
I don't know if that
probably wasn't even a
matters.
psychedelic mushroom.
It probably
she actually
wasn't. It was
ate
just
some
poisonous.
rando mushroom.
that somebody gave her. Yeah.
I don't know, because there's a lot of crazy mushrooms out there.
Oh,
And
there
they're
is.
like, in Africa, we call that one the long death. It doesn't really kill you, but they'll think you're dead. You know how you hear that shit in movies? You're like, oh.
Until like the 1960s or 70s, most words other than in the States, most of the words for mushroom all denoted like poison and death. There was like almost no real use of them in a lot of cuisine. Like, it actually took like the same guy that found salvia, funny enough, is that him and his wife, they were the ones that kind of like reformed the image of mushrooms in the United States.
Huh.
Wow.
Huh.
Did they write that National Audubon's Field Guide to North American Mushrooms?
They're not the ones that wrote that, but I'm sure that they helped popularize or at least make that more accepted. Because he was like this, he was in the Century Club, and he knew all of like the big players in the CIA. This is Robert Wasson, and his wife was Russian, and he has a story where they went out into like they were somewhere in New York, and they just went out into a forest, and he sees his wife like rush into this field and start picking these mushrooms like right out of the ground, and she's like eating them, and he's freaking out because he's like, my wife is this dumb Russian rube that just showed up in the New York for the first time. She's gonna kill herself. She's about to die right now. So he's like freaking out, and she's trying to tell him like, calm down, bro. Like, we eat mushrooms all the time. And then he realized he had this weird bias that he thought that anyone that just ran out and picked a fresh mushroom off the ground and ate it had to be insane, and not realizing that she was like being able to identify like all these edible mushrooms.
Wild.
Oh, thanks. What's going on, TJ?
So I'm gonna get your take on this, Layla, because I saw a report the other day. I was because I heard this phrase, and it's like super dog whistle, race charged, and everything, but it was low trust society, and that low trust societies are ones that are like the least successful on the planet, right, in history.
Okay.
So I did a search for low trust societies, and it was like all, a bunch of countries you would expect. But number one by the biggest margin was Albania. And
Really?
I couldn't believe this, but apparently Albania's was ranked, and whatever this, maybe it was just like, stayed like setting the deck against Albania to make them look worse than they should.
Really? I mean, they're coming out with a
Have you
movie.
heard that phrase of low trust society?
Yeah, but I'm not sure what it is. Like a bad society, I'm guessing.
I think it's like one where people
criminal?
would never follow like an honor system. Like no one ever puts the shopping carts back, essentially, right? Like people don't do, and that doesn't sound anything like I've ever heard about Albania. Albania doesn't sound like it's that
Can
big
I
of a
ask my
problem.
robot what a low trust society is?
Yeah, yeah, I guess so.
And
Let's see
real
what they
quick,
think.
shout out to Rye or Die. It looks so much cooler in the chat than it showed up on the thing, the flow state, but it won't let me pull it up onto our chat. Maybe because it moves. It does a little too much. It's like it's doing a lot. But it looks really cool. And thank you, Rye.
But it definitely doesn't sound like Albania, because Albania is like code of like taking care of each other. But I will say now more and more, because of democracy and everything, they're becoming more of an individualistic society and not a communal society. So I don't know, it's kind of changing. I don't know how they got that though, because I know Albanians are like known for being super clean and super tidy and trying to keep their neighborhoods clean and all of that. But I guess it depends on where they're talking about, because it doesn't sound like it to me. I don't know. I've been there.
Hey,
I've seen it.
can you tell me, one, what a low trust society is, and then how Albania is probably a low trust society?
A low trust society is where people generally don't have much confidence in institutions or even other people outside of their close family or small circle. You see more reliance on personal networks and less cooperation with strangers. This can come from corruption, weak rule of law, or a history of instability. Now, Albania has had decades of authoritarian rule followed by chaotic transitions. Corruption has been a big problem, and that erodes trust in government and systems. So people are more likely to rely on who they know rather than the system. Classic low trust behavior.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I like how she kind of
They're
almost
quick
made
to
it sound
fucking
racist
take
at the
down
end.
their
Classic low trust
leaders. They
behavior.
don't give a fuck. They will go in hands on. If man, they've done it before and they'll do it again. They will like hang people. They'll like beat the shit out of them, strip them naked in front of the village and the whole town, and put them in a garbage can. Like they'll throw them out. They'll even kill them if
So
it
I guess
takes
that is a low trust society.
Yeah.
So apparently,
I thought it meant
those
like
are the
taking
hardest
care of
to
community.
thrive in.
I wish they showed up cool on the chat.
What are jewels?
What are you guys talking about?
They're, just so you guys know, if you are on, I think it's YouTube, they have like little options of special stickers and stuff that you can send. And they look so much cooler if you're actually in the chat on YouTube. Then I can pull them up, or they even show up under Britney, bitch. Not toward
She
you,
posted
Abbie.
again today. Balls.
Well, her
Balls.
sons, both her sons walked the runway, maybe at Paris Fashion Week this week. I almost couldn't get that out of my mouth. Paris Fashion Week. I was picturing both her boys, because at first I thought whatever article was saying Britney's son walked, and I was like, that's not the same person. Like I immediately became a conspiracy theorist, and it said Britney's sons, plural. I had to just read the rest of the title of the, so, you know.
Was there an article that she wants to have another kid now?
You know what is so crazy? She went on her story, and on her story she did a little dance, and then she wrote something weird. Like, what did she equate having another baby to first, you guys?
An angel or alien?
Yeah, she wrote about angels and aliens and then having another baby. It was a really weird, just
Yeah.
random Britney
Hold
Instagram.
on. I
The
think I have it
funniest
right
part
here.
to me is that the news just took this in one sentence out of it, and all of a sudden, all over the headlines was Britney says she wants to have another baby. And then if you read it, you see but nobody reads anymore. They're just running past it. Like, do you see Britney wants another baby? They're at the water
That's what I
cooler.
heard. Yeah, that's exactly what I heard.
I think we talked about it in our chat, in our group chat, right?
Yeah, we did.
It might have been one of my things where I was like, are you kidding me, you guys? They made a story. It was like us being all nerdy and like, did you see what dissecting what Britney posted? Like, it's coded like how dog
this is what
comes,
she
like
said.
Britney comes.
It's an
Like, we're
emotional.
dissecting. Oh, read it.
Yeah, it's an emotional day for me. Guitars remind me of baby aliens, such gentle strings, Gentile. Gentile strings. Music is said to be the speech of angels. I bought this one in Mexico in hopes one day I can have another baby.
And it's a tiny ukulele.
Yeah, with some like surfer figures in the back of it, apparently, like some weird figures. Someone tried to decode it and like take snapshots and zoom in and try to decode. Yo, people are like
even
super
just
Britney,
us.
bro. I love it. Like digging deep for Britney.
Well, they're trying to figure out if her A string is tuned to 432 or 440 hertz.
Probably. It's just weird with the whole alien, baby alien comment.
Like what? It sounds
The
like a little
fuck?
baby alien, like a little mandolin. Ding, 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 ding. It does it is a weird sound.
Was that maybe an appeal to like any potential suitors that are in the secret space program? So that, I mean, if like Britney Spears is essentially offering to incorporate her bloodline into your bloodline.
Like if
Maybe
you could
her
have a
blood was the
designer
one that was
baby.
needed, like to procreate with aliens.
I think it's
That's why they
all
took so much of her blood.
yeah, it's connecting all to blood and like the whole idea of like the new species of human evolution. And I think that's what the whole 2020 of it all was about, like implementing that new species. And like the fact like they're taking like fucking dead sperm that doesn't work and like giving it like legs to like fertilize eggs and like birthing like just non-working humans. And like all of a sudden these jabs and the new DNA and the strands and this and that, it's like a new species of humans, honestly. And these new babies are just different, super different.
They should find a way to put sperm that didn't work, like put it to work. Like those could be
They
the new
do.
nanobots.
They do. Like they take like disabled sperm today with IVF, okay, because their sperm is not working, and they give it legs and they fertilize the egg. That's what they're doing today. Disabled sperm into an egg and fertilizing it, and then they're birthing disabled fucking retards. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. If y'all are doing that, I'm sorry, but I'm just saying this new
just
thing that they
imagine, like,
got
these
going
little-
on, and we talked about it, man. We talked
I
about
just
it.
imagine like little tadpoles with like legs that are just like running their way up the walls.
I'm telling you, it's not the way to go. We talked about it on the show 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago about the whole IVF. And like they say that your child is retarded or has Down syndrome, and then they make you abort it and then make you have IVF. So this new brand of human is born.
Like Gattaca.
Yeah, it's just weird. Who was it? This guy from 1940 something. He was like predicting events to happen in the future. I forgot his name. I have it somewhere in my phone. I'll look for it and we'll bring it up again. But he called it in 2020 a new species of human, or a new species will appear on Earth. A new type of species, human species. And it just makes sense with the 2020 of it all.
Even Law of One says the same. It
Law of
said
One?
basically like, yeah, the Law of One, like this is the generation that the new species of Earthlings will be born.
They're coming out with a new Albanian gangster movie with Russell Crowe playing the lead.
He always
Is he
he's
Albanian?
No, he's not.
Russell
He's
Crowe,
not. He's
Albanian
playing in
Russell
Albania.
Crowe?
He's
He's
playing. No,
Australian, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
actually
it's Russell
playing.
Crowe. But
What's his name in the movie? I don't know, but he plays a fucking gangster, and it's pretty much going to be about like drugs, trafficking, this, that, politics, corruption, and they do that in Albania. I'm not gonna lie, but
Not to be super ignorant, does Albania have a soccer team that's playing
Yeah.
for the World Cup?
no, I don't think they made it.
They're all in jail.
Straight to jail.
3 of them got shot, 1 of them OD'd, and the rest of them are in jail.
But I know a lot of Albanian players are in European teams, so like whatever is the majority. I think in Switzerland there's a huge majority. I forgot what I'm not big on soccer, excuse me, football.
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 Have
We
you
call it
guys?
soccer in this country, and I think we should enforce that. Like as people are coming in off the planes, we're like, say soccer, call it soccer.
I'm
You
sure
know-
we could look it up, but maybe one of you know. Is there a reason that America? I know we like to do things our own way. Is there a
Inverted.
reason we went with soccer and didn't just run with? Because it's
Zionism.
been
The right name. Soccer's the right name for it.
Well, no,
don't you feel like football
because
is
we
wrong name
call
for
football
because football is
but
not
we're
really.
throwing it with our hand and kick
Yeah.
it randomly once in a while.
That's so true. Like we're
Football's
calling it.
What is
football.
soccer?
But see, we've got basketball because the ball goes into the basket, and then you've got baseball because you run around bases and there's a ball. So we're gonna just call it football because you kick the ball with your foot. No, you have to call it soccer. You have to change it.
But where did soccer come from? What is soccer? How does soccer represent football?
What's the etymology of the word soccer?
Soccer, sock'em. Suck it to me now.
I know it's
say-
not in the Bible, so how about that?
Soccer
Maybe it is.
etymology.
It might be. Actually, it might be.
Oh, it was originated as slang coined by the British.
Oh, gross. All right, I
Get
don't
the
like
fuck
soccer
out of
anymore.
here.
But
Yeah,
then what do you call? But then you have to say American football as opposed
Yeah.
to football. So what are you going to say American football when you're in America?
The word soccer is not.
Yeah,
an
it's
American
redundant.
invention. It's an original.
It's
We
redundant
should
at
call
that
it
point.
European
Coined by
football.
British.
Done. Problem solved.
European football.
Cool. Interesting.
Soccer just makes it. Football is an actual sport that now exists in the world. Soccer would just go by the wayside. It's an obvious replacement.
I would rather watch XFL than soccer any day of the week.
But I feel like soccer is up there, like top 3 most watched sports on the planet.
Soccer?
Yeah.
And more now here in America, ever since, all the Europeans came out into mainly
pushing it
Boston
so
or
hard,
whatnot,
yeah.
but they are loving it. They're even taking seasoning back to their country because all they know is fucking salt and pepper in England and Scotland and all that. So they're like bringing shitloads of seasonings and ranch and dressings, and they're like obsessed with our food. They're obsessed with our culture. They're obsessed with our country. Like they have been fed such propaganda overseas about us and who we are as a people that I'm like so happy they get to witness how great America really fucking is.
Yeah, I saw some Scottish guy on X say, "Man, if y'all haven't had American food," he said, "I'll tell you, they're definitely our brethren. If you just got to try country fried or chicken fried steak."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
And it's not
I
just
think
the food, but everything.
It's all lies. America's horrible. We don't need any more Europeans coming
Yes,
over
stay
here.
away. Get the fuck out of here.
Stay away. You don't want it. It's horrible.
No, I don't mind
There's-
Europeans. I just don't want like people who have a certain lifestyle that is not equivalent to ours.
Well, I mean,
know what I mean?
Europeans. That's the PC way to say it now.
I like actual real Europeans. I don't like the Europeans that came to Europe that recently. If that makes sense.
I said, like, I don't even know how long ago. It might have been a year ago that ranch is a superior dressing over any other named
is.
after a country. Like that would be the one named after our country.
Yeah.
It's called ranch.
American ranch dressing.
And you could eat it with pizza.
And
Trust.
it's so much it's just so much better than French or Italian.
Yeah.
Or it's just and the way American makes their French or Italian, I just think, and this is American bias, the person that makes things the best comes to America and makes it the best.
Yeah.
Like whatever the country is, it's like, I would argue that you could get better Cuban food in Miami than in Cuba. I would argue that you can get better Italian food in New York than Italy. I would argue that you could get better Mexican food in SoCal than Mexico, and different Mexican food in Texas than Mexico.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think America
What's
is
the deal
top
with
tier.
Thousand Island? Where's Thousand Island?
That is probably that's probably the lost tribe, Abby. You just hit the rabbit hole.
No.
Wait,
Who
let's
are
check.
the thousands? Where are the
I
thousand
need
islands?
to know this. Like I was
Ask
stuck on
your
that. You're
robot.
going on to like Mexican food. And I'm like, but Thousand Island, where the fuck is that?
It's actually Tartarian dressing.
Yeah, that's tartar.
There you go.
No, that's tartar sauce.
Oh yeah.
Which tartar sauce mayonnaise mixed with relish is over the fuck. I hear people lose their shit about it, and I'm like, ugh, I hate ketchup, but I'd rather have horseradish and ketchup than pickles inside relish and mayonnaise. So I'd rather have cocktail than tartar, and that's all they are. And they're both like, they're not great. Those aren't great dressings, neither.
Okay, so the exact creator of Thousand Island dressing is debated, but the most popular historical consensus credits Sophia Lalonde, wife of a fishing guide in Clayton, New York, for inventing the recipe in the early 1900s.
So where did
They had a
freaking
diner or
island from?
something.
But where does the fucking name come from?
Yeah, where did the name come from?
I can't.
Where did the name come from?
It's going to be related to the tattoo on Hunter Biden's back. I already know it.
Finger Lakes.
Finger Lakes dressing just didn't
Finger
have the
Lakes
same ring to it.
dressing.
Did you guys see
It
that
comes
thing
from
about
the Thousands Islands region, a chain of over 1,000 islands along the St. Lawrence River between northern New York and southeastern Ontario. What islands?
Of course. So, of course, all of New England, they get Thousand Island. That's them. The rest of us will keep ranch because I knew it. I wrote something on a Florida site. It was
They
like a
have
pretty
1,000
decent
islands up
Florida
there?
site. And all the Floridians are loving the Scots here that were here in Miami for the week. And they've been they all flew into Orlando. And then they made a drive from Orlando to Miami and stopped everywhere in between. And I was just like, people were like, we love the Scots. And I'm like, can we trade them for the New Yorkers? Dude, the amount of likes of Floridians that were like, I'm in. I love this idea. I feel like the Florida man, Floridians, Scots are akin. There's a lot of similarities of our men and Scottish men. You wouldn't know it. They probably just need more sunscreen in Miami. I was like, dang, they probably.
Where are
bark
these
Christmas.
1,000 islands?
Northern New York, but between the North New York and Ontario.
Where? Actual
I
islands?
guess in the Atlantic Ocean.
I mean, you know what? When
I feel
someone
like I remember seeing some weird little.
when they're calling it an island, sometimes it's literally just like a little mound of dirt. Like there's a tree on it, and now
That
it's an
you only
island
see at
for
low
the
tide?
tree.
Maybe, I don't know.
And you know how up through the Panhandle and down through the Everglades, there's tons of, or even the Keys, there's the islands on the map. And then there's the hundreds of islands that are all around it that aren't on the map. That's how, maybe it's like that up there.
I'm pretty sure the Skull and Bones, they have an island, and it might be in those 1,000 islands.
I can ask my robot the conspiracy of the 1,000 islands.
Yeah, do it, because I don't trust my phone anymore.
This is how I have to do it. Don't mind but you guys already know. Hey, I'm going to be hanging out with my conspiracy theorist friend today, and they keep going on and on about some Thousand Island conspiracy.
Sure.
Can you tell me anything I might find on that, or anything that they might shock me with about it, so I'm not even surprised?
All right, Thousand Islands, like the salad dressing, right? The real place is a region with over 1,000 small islands in the St. Lawrence River. Now, in conspiracy circles, you might hear something wild like the islands having secret underground bases for elites
No.
or hidden treasures left behind by
No.
some secret society. They might even spin yarns about the islands being a hotspot for clandestine meetings or portals to other dimensions. Basically, if they go there, expect a mix of wild claims.
Ask about if Skull and Bones owns Deer Island.
Just a beautiful vacation spot with some history. No
Hey.
portals in.
Does Skull and Bones own Deer Island, and is Deer Island one of the Thousand Islands?
Yes, actually, Deer Island is one of the 1,000 islands, and the Skull and Bones Society owns it. They've had it since the 1940s. It's not some giant island, but they supposedly use it for retreats and initiation rites. That's a fact that'll likely pop up from your friend, since Skull and Bones.
Okay,
always
well,
get-
wait. Then in that case, can you tell me some weird things about the Thousand Islands that maybe normal people don't know? List 20.
I'm not going to stretch to 20 just to pad out the list. Instead, I'll give you a few that actually matter. First, some islands are so tiny they only fit a single tree. Second, there's an island that's technically in 2 countries. A house sits across the US-Canada border. Third, there's a small island called Just Room Enough Island, which literally only has a house and some shrubs. Finally, some islands have no modern utilities, no power, no water, so people use old school methods. Those are the kinds of old
Are there any that attach underground?
There's no credible evidence of secret underground tunnels connecting the islands. These are mostly rocky or wooded river islands, not some
Cave
elaborate...
systems or sewer systems or aqueducts?
You won't find ancient aqueducts or secret caves tying them all together. These
I didn't
islands are-
say anything about ancient aqueducts. Think you've said enough.
And it ties into the Great Lakes, that river, apparently.
Huh.
That
Well,
Paul
that
Bunyan
would be the
created.
Finger Lakes.
Snarky she was being originally. She was like, "Oh, they're gonna say that there's like a secret society in the islands and like crazy
And a
stuff." And then you're
portal.
like, "Well, does Skull and Bones own Deer Island?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, of course."
Yeah, since the 40s, they've owned Deer Island, and that is in the Thousand Islands.
So now, if you ever hear Thousand Island dressing, just think Skull and Bones dressing.
Yep.
And Biden's tattoo. Not Biden's, Hunter's tattoo.
Okay, speaking of that, I just saw something about supposedly Justin Bieber has HIV and he was blaming it on Hunter Biden in 2009. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I just happened to read the little headline and looked at it for a second. I was like, I'm
Is
sure
it
it's all
TikTok
garbage,
or
but
something?
yeah.
Probably fake news, but sometimes
Now
these
on,
conspiracies,
you have to be
man.
like, something I heard on TikTok. 'Cause then I'll put
TikTok, it's somewhere, some
it
social
might
media.
be just as true. I just
Yeah.
need to know where to look for it, so I'm not like in my normal Google bar being like, Hunter gave Justin Bieber AIDS. I need to know where I need
Probably
to go
on
find it.
Reels, to be honest, but let's see.
And yeah, or that too.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Are they trying to start that rumor to make it seem like the AIDS thing is coming back strong?
That it didn't come from the vaccination.
Yeah.
You'll know they're pushing that if they bring Real World back.
Ooh.
And then they'll have like another, what was his name, Carlos? They'll have another Carlos.
Carlos. I can't get out of everybody seems to be Real World alumni. Like Rachel and Sean, Theo Vaughn, everybody seems to be MTV alums somewhere. Kennedy from Fox News. Like even I posted something and then other people started to tell me about other people on MTV that I was like, what? Some people were wrong about some things where I'm like, that's Katie. That's not, because some people get crazy. They're like, is that Erica Kirk? And I'm like, no, it's not Erica Kirk. But it's just
That was Kurt Loder.
yeah, that's not Erica Kirk. It's Kurt Loder. That's so funny. But it just feels like it's the setup zeitgeist for us. It was like planted, like, and then somebody else was like, yeah, and remember Channel 1? And that was the one that was in all of our homerooms that had Anderson Cooper as the anchor on it. He was like the head anchor. So while all of us are in high school coming up, this guy, it's like he was implanted so far back in our brains. Like, why do I trust him with my life?
Hey, Tonka, no, we haven't yet, but I think we should. What was this, my Maria posting about, like, Trump hasn't been seen in over a week? And I want to point out, guys, that whole towel that Trump was sitting on was not a towel. It was his actual fucking jacket. It wasn't a towel because he was shitting his pants.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, there's this video going around and everyone's like, oh, he was on a talk show, a morning talk show that he was just recently on. And everyone's like zooming in on where he's sitting and everyone's pointing out like, look, he's sitting on a fucking towel because he shits himself. But if you watch the clip of that show, you can see there's no towel there. And then he sits down and his jacket from his suit is underneath his ass and is making it look like he's sitting on on a fucking towel.
Why would sitting on a towel fix the problem of you shitting yourself?
Shitting yourself. It'd make it more obvious.
But that's what
it would draw more attention to
like
it.
if you have a navy blue chair, just shit and walk away. But a white towel, hey, sir, we all see your dump.
And now you're soiling two different things that you got to carry around with you.
Not to just be all cut and dry and sound exactly like my dad, but that sounds like liberal propaganda to me. My dad wasn't even country. He was from Illinois. He wasn't even like, there was nothing about him Southern like that. That would have been how my uncle. This is my looks maxing hammer, you guys.
But what is going on with that? Is that the thing that I think I saw something on TikTok? Does it have like a button that you push on it that you hit?
What?
Is there like a little button
No,
pad?
it's just an actual little mallet. But I just saw it on my desk.
For our secret society meetings.
Yeah, it's like clavicular.
So what do you think about what my Maria posted in like Trump not being seen for over I don't know how long, and then someone calling him out for not coming to sign something and all that other stuff that she posted?
I can go look at it, but I think he's been at a whole bunch of things all week in like live speeches for the America 250.
I don't know. I saw that's what the girl.
I mean, I've
asked
seen
in
him
the
this
chat.
week, but I'll go.
She
look
posted
at
that
it.
today. She's like,
Maybe
"Oh, Trump
meetings in
reports hasn't been seen in over 8 days, and talks of him having a heart attack, and they want to keep it under wraps."
Yeah, I definitely think he's been seen in like, I feel like every day for the last 8 days. Like he's been out with a new color tie. He came out in his yellow tie and everyone's like, Trump's in the yellow tie. That means Q on the Maritime. And then he was out in his pink tie today doing the whole little dance because there was like the opening of the, yeah, I feel like he's been out every day.
You said that they shut down the pool now? Like you can't get into the pool?
Oh, and they put a fence around the pool, which is just so curious to me because that's exactly what happened after January 6th. They like fenced off all these buildings in DC, and it kind of feels like.
But it's just the pool.
Well, isn't the whole other part fenced off because the UFC is taking down the claw, and then the other part's fenced off because of the ballroom going up. So there's like this whole area around the White House that's all fenced off. I'm trying to find my Maria's post.
They should just
On her
leave
story.
the UFC ring there.
It's on her story. She had like a whole like, what's her name? Mentioned it. She's in a Tonka girl. Tonka little. I can't read it.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Internet technology. Nope. It's not on her. Maybe it was on her story.
Oh, really?
It's not on there anymore.
Well, what was the story?
About
Something
Trump.
about Trump not being
Heart
seen.
attacks, this, that. He hasn't been seen in so long, and some other stuff. I was like, ooh, that's interesting.
There was a photo that someone was posting where it was like zoomed into his fingers, and like all of his fingers had like little needle marks or something in the tips, and they were saying that that meant that he had like diabetes.
Like, dog it.
And they keep talking about the black and blue mark on his hand and then different shades of it, but it could all be fucking AI, man.
He's 80, right?
Yeah, about almost, right?
Yeah, he definitely. Today he had a blue tie on. He signed some shit today. And you know what else he did this week? The funniest thing. Some guy was behind him. You know, you're all excited. You're in the White House for the first time. And you're like planning this whole thing. You tell your wife about it. You practice it in the mirror. And then he's standing behind Trump and he's like, 141 years ago, 131 years ago, 121 years ago, Albert Einstein, Trump goes, nobody cares.
But do you know
the other thing he did was talk about his fat friend with Ozempic. He was like, I have this really fat friend. He needs Ozempic. He's a big guy. He has no willpower, at least not with food.
My Maria said that he might be taking the drug from Lily.
I mean, Lily makes a lot of drugs.
That was an interesting thing that I didn't go. We briefly, if she has a post about it, I could probably look. But I thought it was interesting that Lilly Drug Company, and then that's what it was. It was like because Trump is having the United States match thing. That's the only thing I knew about it. I was just like, I know that there's like whatever it is, US.drugs. I don't know what it's called. But you can go in and put your drugs and it's supposed to be matched to whatever the cheapest drug they give anywhere else in the world. So like people in Mexico aren't allowed to get an 8-cent pill, and in America we have to pay $68 for it.
Yeah.
But I don't know about a deal with Eli Lilly, so I didn't know anything to add to it.
I
but
didn't
I
even know
definitely
anything
think he's
about
been
that.
around all week. But I was
Well,
like,
that's good.
I was like, is that Lilly like Eli Lilly's different? I think is Lilly like another Pfizer?
Yeah, they're huge. They were actually the ones that synthesized LSD. It was Sandoz that found it and got the patent for the formula. But Eli Lilly, this is like back in the 50s, they were the ones that actually made it in bulk and had, I believe, like an exclusive deal with the CIA, and they bought like 100%. But like Eli Lilly's been around forever. They're a giant.
I never heard of them. Wow.
Do you think they have a patent on the 5-MeO-DMT, or like do you think they have the patent to sell or whatever the thing
sure
is?
They have patents on stuff, but they're the ones that you bring your patent to, and you're like, make this. Like, I own the patent to it. You're gonna make it. They're the ones that that actually generate the drugs with all their chemists and the materials.
And
so, is there any relation between John C. Lilly and Eli Lilly, since you just made the connection with the
think
LSD?
so. Aside from that, they're both like in the psychedelic.
That's why
adjacent
I asked. I
realm.
was like, that's kind of interesting.
But Eli Lilly didn't necessarily specialize in making psychedelics. They just happened to synthesize LSD because they had the formula for it. But they were a pharmaceutical giant already.
Huh. Yeah. I don't know. And I could be wrong, but I do think that Trump has been around this week. It could have been a hologram. But it does seem like there's a lot of stuff going on in Washington every day. It's supposed to be the biggest firework display ever.
Nice.
Is on July 4th on our 250th birthday. There's also, which I think is a curious one, it's very Kim Jong-un. He's having the biggest military flyover of all time. And I don't know if it's the biggest American military flyover of all time, but he's like has said some things like, oh, you guys should see some of the stuff we have.
Ugh. So part of that makes me feel uneasy, just because every time the military puts all of its like air forces in a certain area, then
that's
like if
scary.
something bad happens, it's like, oh, they couldn't scramble, couldn't get there in time.
For the flag. Well, I think a lot of it too, a lot of the flyover stuff are like air show stuff as
Yeah,
well.
that's what I was thinking. It's
Yeah,
kind of
like
more
it
along the
would
lines
probably
of
would just
the
be
Blue
like a lot of
Angels and
combined air shows.
Blue Angels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, like they did the Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds flew together over the UFC event. And then there was something that just happened in the last couple of days. And I think like the French Air Force did a flyover, but they did American flag colors out of the back of there. And I'm like, sure, it was American. It's all the same. But they, yeah, so I think it probably is a lot of, there might be a couple of them where they're like, bring in the bee bomber, that'll be cool, or something. But who knows? I guess we'll see. And then I think July 3rd is Mount Rushmore. Something's going on there.
Oh, speaking of
With
mountains,
Trump, right?
Mr.
Yeah, I think
Mountain
that's
Beast.
where they unveil Trump's face on Mount Rushmore.
Oh, nice.
I think tonight
Imagine.
Vanilla Ice plays.
Mount Rushmore.
No, I don't know where he's playing. He's just like the one person that didn't turn down from some event. And I'm like, how many times does Vanilla Ice play Ice Ice Baby to make an entire concert? And somebody he can play the Turtle song too. And I was like, fair enough. Fair enough.
Ninja, ninja,
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
go, go, ninja, go, ninja, go. But speaking of mountains, Mr. Mountain Beast, that channel, I have a couple questions because it's fascinating footage, but where the fuck is all the military? Where are all the like choppers trying to get them out of there, recording all that fabulous, fantastic, unseen like territory with all that glory and beauty and wonder that he's discovering? It's just phenomenal. And his conclusion is because he found caves, like cave systems, tunnel systems.
Are you
excuse me.
talking about Oliver Tree?
No. Mr. Mountain Beast. He's on TikTok
that
and he's
guy.
yeah.
Oh, different one.
Yeah,
go on.
him. Okay, so apparently he
He
found
went into
some
the Grand
tunnels.
Canyon.
Yeah, and like like where you're not allowed to go part of the Grand Canyon. He snuck in and somehow he's like hundreds of miles just going around, but apparently he found these tunnels that they've dug, and his conclusion is that they were running away from something. Like they were like literally digging their way into wherever they were deciding to go because they were literally running away from something. Something was coming at them. So I don't know. It's very, very fascinating page. I wonder what happened. To me, it sounds or it looks like that everything that was there was kind of grounded down with a machine. Like you kind of see the marks everywhere on the walls, even on the outsides. It's just something was there. They didn't want us to see it anymore. And
Do you have it on your page now, Layla? He has so many, great hikes on his page. I'm like, it'll take me forever to find the Grand Canyon.
I think I posted if you go on my page, the second column, the middle post, I believe. Oh no, that's not. That's Mount Shasta. Here, let me post it real quick because I have it right here.
Okay.
I'll post
Are you
it.
going to do it on the one with your face or the one with the angel?
The face.
Okay.
Where is it? It's right here.
It is curious. I'm like, if
Oh
this
my
is
God.
actually inside the Grand Canyon, there's no wonder they won't let us in there. But now it's so hard for me to believe anything.
Okay, it's posting, and I'll let
I
you know
wanna
as soon as
believe,
it's
but-
done. But I just want to know, like, how is it that he can get away with doing this, and like no one's like trying to remove him out of here if it's like you're not allowed to be there?
I think all the national parks, if you're on the sly, you can do a lot of stuff. But getting in and out of those regions is you have to know the area, have a vehicle for the area. It's not usually they're not that they're uninhabitable. They're just for like an untrained person to be out there. Sometimes they're like rather dangerous. But he looks like an obvious hiker, like a mountaineer that he's like gets down into places that other people can't necessarily you know,
This
like
one
they might be
guy-
able to block a trailer or two down there, and me and the four of us can't go. But he's like, I'm just gonna lay a line and a couple of things in the side of the wall and shimmy
This
down.
one guy's like, hey, don't you find it weird that he kind of looks like Mr. Beast, but he calls himself Mr. Mountain Beast? I'm like, he does a little bit, but I don't see like the full like resemblance of like Mr. Beast. Mr. Mountain Beast, he's on TikTok, he's on Instagram, but he's big like on TikTok more than Instagram. Like the videos, he also has a YouTube page, by the way.
What, he
You could check
sneaks
that
into
out. I'm not
national
trying to
parks?
promote him. I'm
He
sorry?
sneaks into national parks and stuff. Is that what like his thing is?
Well, I just found him randomly, and he's like going through the Grand Canyon, and he's going through all these like different rock formations and finding like beautiful, unseen. Never like I don't think anyone's been there. Like, or
Did
maybe
you put it as a
they've been there,
story?
but like, no, hold on, it's finishing
Oh, okay.
right now
I thought I was kooky.
in like 2 seconds.
I thought you said it's up. And, okay, never mind. No worries. It can take its sweet time. I just thought it was me.
It's literally
Because I
posting.
also want Thomas to see the one of the people that are hiking through Shasta or horseback riding through Shasta that you put up. So I'm just
it's
gonna,
on there.
yeah,
That's
I'm just
the
gonna
second
play 'em
line.
both right in a row.
Do they like enter a portal?
And it's posted.
It's
now,
even
so you
weirder
can
than
check it.
that. But I don't know. I'll let
It's weirder than
see.
entering a portal.
New York Post put the
Wait.
Shasta one on their
I know, dude.
stuff
I'm
too.
like, they just have it. It would be so easy to be a writer for any newspaper nowadays. You could just follow a couple of conspiracy type of Layla, that it's somebody getting something stuck up their nose.
What? What are you talking about?
That's what uploaded, I think. It's like some,
This?
maybe I'm on the wrong whole,
Hold on, let me send it to you.
or
It's like literally.
or just drop a link in
the
the
s-
private chat right here, and I'll open it up.
Hold on. How do I do
Oh,
that?
you're on your phony.
Hold on. I'll send it to myself. And then
You got
copy
it,
it,
you
and
got
then paste it here. Beautiful.
It's so weird because it just,
Beautiful.
I waited for it, and the only new video that came up is somebody getting a nose swab.
Yeah, that's if you refresh it now, it should be
okay,
there.
I'll try it
But
again.
I just
Are people
copy it
still
from here.
doing that? It was like an old video?
There's an old video. I was just like, you fucking turds.
Okay.
Oh, is that it?
No, that's our.
No, it's
that's
not.
our stream.
Oh my god.
It's okay. I like it.
Okay, there
Thank
you
you
go. I
guys for
got it
being
now.
so patient. On your
Y'all are
Friday evening at
awesome.
1:17 a.m. Eastern Standard, 1:18 a.m. Eastern Standard.
There we go.
Time. Right. Okay. Perfect. And pause.
So good.
And sound on. And let me bring you guys in with me. Because I'll do that too, where I'll be looking at something and then I'm like, oh, shit.
I even posted a video of this fucking crystal shining in the sun with like a pulse. It was just like you could see it pulsating.
I'm gonna
So
leave Britney
wild.
there.
Do it.
Oh my goodness. Where is the page
Something
again?
was hunting them.
Yeah.
Guys, please comment and like as much as you can. Help me get ahead of the AI channels, the people that are copying my content, the bots. Like, this is like nothing I have ever seen. You can see here, it once had a lid they could put on there. But let's climb back down.
When he did this, I get so claustrophobic.
This one's pretty tricky. Gotta inch my legs down.
There's tons of videos, by the way. This is just
Yeah,
one
this
of
is
them.
just one, you guys. He goes on
One over
adventures.
here.
Yeah, and beautiful things. he
Which is why I
finds.
have to think it's real, because it would make everything
Okay.
else he did.
Now,
This.
we can go explore
Look at that.
some more rooms.
Look at the stairs, bro.
Some strange holes.
This is
This
magnificent.
one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 random holes.
Yeah, this was different than even the one I saw that he did, and it was so cool.
Look at that.
This is just blowing my mind.
Can you imagine?
Mine
stairway.
too. I get the chills watching this.
Another room. All these used to have sealed doors. When I'm going to take you into the underground city, they had round doors. But this one, you can tell, had a big solid door. And they had like locks. They could lock the door. Wow. This must have been for animals or something. A little feeding trough. Another one.
Why does he think they were running from something?
This goes into another.
I don't know yet. I didn't watch
Okay.
the whole
Random
video. I saw the
room.
title and I was like, oh, cool. Let me just post this. And I didn't post it, but here we are.
Yeah, I didn't know where I saw the video, and I thought it was on your page.
No, everyone's posting his videos now.
He did a bit of stonework.
It's insane.
Look at that.
Maybe there's a
Each
part 2 to
window
it that I didn't see.
had its own artwork.
That is insane.
That is so wild to me. It is. I want to go there so bad.
Guys, please
Okay, wait,
comment
now.
and like
Go.
as much as you can.
Okay.
The Mount Shasta shit, that's fucking wild.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to pull up next. So hold on.
So that one was the Grand Canyon.
That's the Grand Canyon.
Yes, and there's tons more.
One. Oh my
man.
gosh,
like
Layla! Now I see it.
structures.
It's on your. It's like right now. I see it. I thought I looked across the whole thing and thought they were all your pinned. I'm such a dick. Anyway, I had this one saved. I want the sound on. Retry and sound up. Okay. It's just so weird. So these people are just horseback riding through Mount Shasta.
Mm-hmm.
And
going on at this location.
It's a little freaking creepy. Hold on.
She goes on to find more here.
So there's this one. Noah seems unfazed by it. But then look, over here.
We have a pretty wild find here.
That's fucking
look
wild.
how many of them there
Going on
What
at
is the
this
purpose
location.
of that?
are. Anyway,
What the hell am I looking
What is the
at?
purpose of that? Those
there
speakers.
were all these little speakers on the ground.
Oh, so the music and that chanting was coming from the little
from
speaker.
The speakers.
Yeah. Why? I don't know.
And
I don't understand.
this is real life too. Before I ever even heard anything about lizard people from anyone in the conspiracy world, David Icke, I heard always about people in the hippie world talking about Mount Shasta and like, I don't even know if it would be Pleiadians or lizard people or something. Like Galactic Federation of Light was never even a thing I heard back then. But there's so many ley lines around the area, and I feel like it might be like the world's heart. Like, you know how we have a chakra point at each one of our,
Yeah.
I feel whatever it is, Mount Shasta is one of the world's chakra points.
I used to live there. I loved it. It was amazing. I go hiking.
Did you
like
lay
every day.
speakers all over the mountain, you little
I
weirdo?
did not, but I did create a freaking meeting space there in the dream space. So, like, I have a meetup spot at Mount Shasta.
Isn't Mount Shasta supposed to be connected to Saint Germain and like Theosophy?
I don't know. I know that it like allegedly is a Stargate. There's a Stargate there.
Stargate
Yeah, I
on the
think it's the
timeline.
Antarian Stargate or something like that.
I watched that this week. Again,
What was it?
the Stargate movie.
Oh yeah.
The original one?
Yeah.
I love that movie.
It's
Does it hold
so
up?
That's a good one.
good and so weird.
It's
Iran
so
has one
good.
too, supposedly.
Yeah. It's
So good.
Well, Iran has their own Stargate movie, or they have their own
No,
Stargate?
they have their own Stargate.
that's what I think nuclear power is.
Yeah.
Y'all, did you see that viral video of the man who called the cops because his wife left strange voicemails on his cell
Did see
phone?
that.
Dude, yo, that was fucking demon possession. I have it on my phone. It's wild.
Play it. You can play it.
Oh my god, y'all just fucking need to listen to this.
This is like this guy calls 911 or calls and the cops come because his ex-wife leaves him a bunch of voicemails, and so he lets the cops hear them. And
Yeah, listen to this.
For the week when she left him these voicemails. What you sent me, and I'll submit those already, but just to put them on camera, yeah.
Can you help me, please?
So this is one of 6 voicemail. The kids are supposed to be going back with her in a few days.
You know me.
anyway, she just does that stuff, and the dad's like,
That is saying all these things. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. We are here. We are here. We are here. Just these weird phrases, and he doesn't recognize her voice. And there's multiple voices on that frequency.
We are legion, for we are many.
Yo, I'm sorry.
That would be so easy for AI to just glitch out too, though, and saturate like every single frequency that it can and just generate a whole bunch of random words using random voices. Like that sounds like something that legitimately is going to happen in like the near future.
It does, but this was like a concerned father. Like he was about to drop his kids off back to her, and she's leaving these crazy fucking voicemails, and he doesn't know what to do. And like, this is an actual real body cam fucking video. Like, not, I mean, it could be AI, but from what I understand, it went viral because it's an actual police body cam footage. I forgot from what town. It should say it on here.
You keep your fucking kids is what you do. I don't give a fuck.
So they're investigating it. Maybe they put in a psych ward. Maybe fucking the Christ compel thee.
one of the guys that I saw it on, all he does is he's like a black dude, and he's like, people out here possessed, y'all. Like, I'm trying to tell you, it's a spiritual war, and people out here possessed. So his whole channel is just people,
Possessed.
like what? That it's I don't know, something's going on.
Well, they're trying to even push the whole zombie shit again. And it's weird because there have been reports and video of people eating fucking raw meat and dead carcasses off the road. There's a video of a man eating fucking a dead deer. A lady opens a package of raw chicken and starts eating in the fucking middle of the street in New York City. Another one, a guy has a whole loaf of meat in his hands in his car, one leg out, one leg in, eating it raw.
But is it zombies or are they wendigos?
Or maybe
you're eating the dogs.
Yeah, Trump's America.
Something, man. Or just fear porn. It could be that too. I don't want to feed into it. But it's there.
So Do you guys know anything about Oliver Tree? Abbie brought it up to me after we got off air last time, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe we didn't talk about Oliver Tree." And it kind of had just happened within like 48 hours, I think, of our episode. And so I was like, "What?" And she's like, "There was a helicopter crash." And I'm like, who cares? He seems like a weirdo. And she's like, "No, you don't understand. He just went to Antarctica and had all these other videos and the way he was talking on shows." So since then,
And I was talking about going to Agartha and all of that. Like,
yeah, I went on kind of like a deep dive since then and like of who he is, but I have some videos of him if you guys know him or don't know him. But apparently I even listened to, I don't know if you heard the helicopter crash video or not, but it's like, I don't know. It
like
just
two
like a
helicopters
black box
crashing.
recording?
Like, what's the fucking odds of that? Like, that just doesn't even seem plausible.
What'd you say, Thomas?
Time travel.
Is it like a black box recording?
Yeah, it says it's a black box. And it's just, it sounds even weird, the black box recording and it going down. But hold on, let me get to, this is him in Antarctica. Let me turn the sound up for you guys.
What I'd give to get a chance to go up in there. Are you fucking shitting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count 5 different entry points to this alien base. This is the reason why I've stayed in Antarctica so long. Look at this fucking thing. I'm giving an interview about alien bases and one shows up right behind me. That's probably personal ownership. Get a close up of that. What I'd give to get a chance to go up in there. Are you fucking shitting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count 5 different entry points to this alien
one
base.
of them, but I just put his name in and I was like, they'd probably pull up a whole bunch of, so he has this whole documentary on Antarctica. I don't know if they're all going to be the same over and over again.
Alien base caves, which enters into what we are almost 99% sure is the entry point to Agartha, the Hollow Earth. This underground civilization said to exist within the Earth's core was first discovered by one of Christopher Columbus's disgruntled cronies. His former co-captain, Shepard Charlemagne, allegedly led an expedition 13 miles into this exact Antarctic snow cave on the night of April 30th, 1886. He claimed to find a mythical subterranean kingdom inhabited by enlightened lizard-like beings. Today, this so-called Hollow Earth, aka Agartha, is rumored to be a preferred vacation destination for the global.
So he was like putting out all these videos like this, and then he randomly died in a helicopter crash. But he was like kind of a crazy guy. Like he was saying a lot more real stuff than just this stuff. And
he started just like being like a music and content creator, but then he started putting all this stuff out, and then he was fighting his label, I guess. With
he had albums and was talking about how bullshit they were, like they were trying to steal from it. It was super interesting that he would be as much as anyone else that it was like, oh, a record label owed you money, stole from you, and you were putting out Antarctica stuff because you had enough money to take these trips. And when they asked him about it, he's like, yeah, the first time I went, I flew out of this airport from Argentina. Second time I brought my family, I flew out of this airport. Like he had enough money to set up these things that he didn't need to take a government funded trip that we're going to take all the podcasters to Antarctica. Like,
It wasn't Sony by any chance, was it?
I don't know. I'm gonna look
I thought it was Atlantic.
Yeah, fuck you, money.
Atlantic, okay.
Atlantis. I thought it was Atlantis. Just kidding.
That's where we are. America.
And then go on, like Abbie.
But it wasn't just a helicopter crash. It was 2 helicopters crashing into each other in midair.
So one was a remote control.
It's just like,
and the other.
So, like, how often does that happen?
It happened, what, last year?
Did it?
Oh, I thought it would just
Where
happen.
the 2 helicopters crashed or 2 planes crashed into each other?
I just feel like
In New York
helicopters
City,
would
you
be a
guys
little bit
remember that?
easier to like not crash into somebody. They,
You see, too much is happening that we're forgetting the shit that's happening.
Yeah, this would be a big deal. Like before, if you're like, oh, a plane crash, people would be like, flight MH3629. And now it's just like, what one?
Yeah, right.
Tell me about it.
We're so desensitized. Holy shit.
So, speaking of though, like with Agartha stuff, or in the Abyss type way, or in the Titans type way, or maybe just in a Nikola Tesla earthquake machine type way, have you guys seen around the Ring of Fire? And then in Brazil, there was all these 7 earthquakes, these huge earthquakes that happened.
Oh yeah, there's like still like thousands of people missing right now, right?
Yeah, like every country is sending a whole bunch of like rescue workers down there and dogs, and people are super displaced, like where they're like finding a baby and
say, is it mostly
nobody
children?
else. And well, that'll be interesting because all the other natural disasters that we know of, all the kids just go freaking missing. Well, there's one guy that's like all 11 of his family members he can't find, like his blood relatives.
Dude,
like it sounds
this is
crazy.
catastrophic what happened. Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, I have.
One of the worst, I would say.
Yeah, well, it's not very frequently that we hear about 7s. Like,
But is this real? Like, not real. I mean, is it a natural occurrence, or was it the earthquake machine
or some kind
that
of
could produce something like that?
weather?
That's weird. I thought buildings fell
Leviathan.
directly into their own footprint. Why are they leaning over like that?
Well, it's funny you said that because a plane did hit a building today, I think, or yesterday, and it just like, tick, and then a bunch of debris fell.
I just know that like
there's-
during an earthquake, like sitting on the sidewalk looks like it does waves.
Like that?
It's-
Can you?
Yeah,
I'm
it's
on
kind
this
of.
page. Let me make it
So they're saying the Leviathan caused this. The Leviathan at the south end of South America, the thing that looks like a snake by the islands at the very bottom. They're saying that thing moved and it wraps around all the way to the top where near the Gulf is, that the end of the snake is there, like that near Venezuela where it is. So it moved.
Like an actual snake or like the shape of something?
The
actual
Leviathan.
the biblical
Okay, let me
Leviathan.
pull it up. Let me pull it up for you. Okay, this is what people are thinking.
But like
right
a
now.
cryptid?
If you're a Christian and you don't believe in Leviathan, it's in the Bible.
I will show you. I will physically show you. You guys ready?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna
Okay,
take
you
it
see
down
this
and
thing
we'll
right
blow you
here?
up. Let me see.
That? You see that? Yeah, do you see the snake?
Okay.
Okay, now, and why people say that, when you zoom in, all these are islands, but they could also be the snake's teeth. Okay? And then this thing wraps all the way, show you, from here to the bottom, all the way around by Venezuela. They're saying that this Leviathan is an actual old petrified or semi-petrified species that's slowly becoming awake, or it's a sleeping Leviathan or a sleeping giant. That's what they're saying. That's the conspiracy that's on TikTok. It's not me who said it.
Release the Kraken.
Okay. But we were talking about it the other night, and I'm like, you know what? I would rather believe that. That's like super cool to me.
Then like aliens.
Well, then like earthquake machine.
So in the book of Job, God describes Leviathan as a massive armored sea creature that humans are completely helpless against. It features impenetrable scales, sneezes out light, and breathes fire. As a symbol of chaos, in Psalm 74 and Isaiah 27, Leviathan often represents evil, hostile nations such as Egypt or Babylon, and the destructive, unpredictable forces of the sea. As defeated by God in Psalms and Isaiah, the scriptures describe God defeating the sea monster, reestablishing order, and ultimately using it as food for his people. And I think that is kind of more like end time stuff.
And then totally separate. Jonah didn't go in a whale.
He went into a Leviathan.
Wow.
But it's interesting, like if he was in some kind of system for 3 days. I don't know. I just think there's a lot of crazy stuff, and I just think it's amping up. I think it's all amping up for a little birthday bash.
You know that bald guy that he's like a reverend and he preaches and he's like, God told
Bashar.
me that this and this. No,
Okay.
he's like a southern guy and he's bald and he's like, and Lord told me and this is going to happen. He puts out those
Mhm.
predictions. I forgot his name. He's kind of
I know what you're
chubby
talking about.
and he's a pastor or something like that. But anyway, he said that he saw Donald Trump dead coming up soon. Okay. And that mourning and that chaos will erupt after that. And God showed me Donald Trump on a table, dead. I forgot like verbatim, word for word, what he said, but like literally that's what he said. And I'm just, wait, I think I sent it in the group chat in
Yeah, I watched it.
Instagram. Mm-hmm.
Is he somebody that countries follow?
Yeah, you guys
or something?
Yeah, you've seen
I
him.
really
You've
just
seen
don't.
him.
I think soothsayers, they all feel Nostradamus to me, and they all feel vague enough in their thing so that they're like, oh, a dragonfly on fire hit a pillar, and people are like, oh, that means 9/11. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't get what the appeal is. Like, even if you're right, then what? What are you going to charge me money to like tell my fortune? Like, does it just turn into like a Miss Cleo sort of operation, or like are you just looking to get like a History Channel special out of this?
And I could be like, the Christian part of my brain is like, I feel like the Bible says some divination and magic is okay, but not predicting your future or having anybody else read your future. Like that's
Yeah,
the whole
the
big
Urim
thing
and
you're supposed.
Thummim, or the two stones, the black and white, that mean yes and no. Like that's okay.
Yeah, like there is some sort of like things where people are like, don't mess around with anything, or like it's in the Bible, all that's bad. But I think really the only thing that's bad is you're not supposed to like try to guess or predict or anybody else's future either.
Yeah,
in
see,
simple
like
terms.
date
It's not
setting,
there
any
anymore,
date
by the way.
setter, like according to the Bible, is going to be wrong. Like you're not supposed to date set because Jesus said, like, no man, not even I, know the date or the hour. Only God. So
The
if somebody
Bible
date
doesn't even
set,
really have any dates. Like there's
yeah,
still like it never mentions December 25th or
yeah,
December at all.
not
It
one,
doesn't
yeah,
mention the year. It doesn't mention like when he starts his ministry at like 30, but it doesn't mention how long he lives. There's all sorts of debate over if he popped onto the scene when he was 29, if he died when he was 30, 31, 32, 33. This blew my mind the other day. The phrase "Jesus was born before Christ," because this blew my mind. Because are you saying something, Layla?
Oh yeah, because Riggs is like, Layla's going cray cray, and I'm like, I'm already cray. I'm not going cray.
Jesus was born before Christ because in the Bible, he's described as being alive during King Herod's reign, and King Herod died in like 4 BC. So that means that Christ had to have been born before
yeah.
BC, and it's because the guy that was in charge of figuring out when the world started, his math was just off, and no one ever corrected it ever since. So technically, Jesus was born before Christ.
Well, I think so. As far as like dates and stuff, though, one thing that stands out to me though, and I believe it's in the Book of Revelation or is it Daniel, and they're talking about like the reign of the Antichrist or whatever, or like the 7-year tribulation period. It says it's a time, times, and half a time, and that's interpreted by people to mean like 3.5 years, but there's really no way to tell because it's literally a time times, like a time, comma, times, comma, and half a time.
Mm. You know what I hear when I hear no one knows the time, date, or whatever? No one knows the time or date when any of us are going to die. So it's like,
Yeah.
that's what I think they mean by
And what
that.
a cursed
Like,
thing to do. Like, I'm predicting you're going to die one day. Yeah, bitch, I know. Thanks.
Like,
Surprise.
Every
all the hail
day,
bops
the
of it all
chances
and
of
everything
your
too.
bet go up higher and higher. By the time I hit 80, it's probably the poly market
You're like,
odds are going to
that's
be
gonna
through
kill
the
you.
roof.
You're gonna die because of that. And I was like, you're just cursing me, motherfucker. Maybe
Yeah,
I
like,
will. Maybe
I don't know.
won't.
And if you're a man of the cloth, You should know this better than anyone, that you shouldn't be, maybe if God's like, you shouldn't predict anyone's future. And then you're like, hey, everyone, God came to me and this is going to happen. It's like, maybe that was a demon. Maybe you're talking to demons and we should stop following you.
How would you even know?
Because God wouldn't tell you anything about the future like that, because he doesn't even know the date. Like, God wouldn't come to you and be like, I picture a comet coming from the sky. Go make sure you get everyone in the ground.
Isn't that how he told Noah to build the ark, though?
I know, but he says he doesn't even know the date. He wouldn't do it again for the last one.
But did he tell Noah to build the ark, or was that God of both?
Yeah, did he tell you? Or because I still am of the mindset that cutting down the tree that built the ark is what caused the flood, which gave you the foreknowledge. You were causing the flood. Every swing of the axe, you saw the water gushing out. And if you were a giant, you could cut down a bigger tree, Paul Bunyan style. And everyone's like, oh, he wasn't a giant. Well, that's weird because Nimrod was, and that was his grandson or his great-grandson. So it would just be so crazy that they're the only people biblically that they had Nephilim babies. They're just like two humans who had Nephilim.
I was watching a Jordan Maxwell documentary the other day, and I love like the weird wordplay that they get into, but he was talking about how in Egypt, whenever the Nile would flood, they called it waters of chaos, and that the waters of chaos, at first, like a bunch of people drowned, like it was horrible tragedy, but also it was a thing that like brought life back in, and that's where they started like using baptisms and like water meaning like this new release of life. But it was called Ark of Noah. Like that was the actual Egyptian name for this flooding, was called Ark of Noah. Wow. And Jordan Maxwell's like, isn't that interesting that it's like Noah's Ark, Ark of Noah? Obviously, it only works in English. It doesn't actually work in any other language. But I love how he was able to like find those interesting little things.
Lucy, it was Babe.
But then it kind of goes, did the Egyptians like affect the Jewish people or the Hebrews, or did the Hebrews affect the Egyptians? It's so like,
well, the story, the mainstream is that it starts in Egypt, because even the Jewish story starts in Egypt, and they leave Egypt and they go to basically like Canaan, which is like the Uritic people. And then from there, that's where they get El instead as like their new gods. Whenever you hear like the wordplay about all the different ones. And then the Romans, like Solomon, for example, are talking about how like Sol, Om, and then On is like the three different gods as well. The same way that you hear like Samael and Samson and
Isis Ra-El.
But doesn't Sol also mean son?
Yeah, that's exactly what it means.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Christmas used to be the Roman Sol Invictus.
Do you think, and maybe other people have talked about this, and maybe it's a really well thought out conspiracy. Do you think that there's any chance that the pyramids were themselves a fountain that came out of the center? And then it just like flooded the entire area with water around there? Which would make
like the top popped off and water started flowing out?
Well, they said there used to be a different top on it altogether, but people stole all this stuff off of it. Like the pyramids used to be white and it used to have some kind of gold plug. And when they say, like when they look up it has like a weird channel that's not stairs and it's not a tube. And they're like, oh, underneath it is attached to like, it's on columns and it's floating on water. And so if there's an aquifer underneath and you were given ancient tech for an ancient aqueduct, it just seems to me like that would make the most sense if it was just constantly running marble white, like Trump putting the fountains all back on in DC.
It's giving Stargate.
They're just
Stargate. Just like the piece that comes off the pyramid and goes on top of it.
Oh, it's a spaceship. Like that would be kind of funny at Stargate. That's what all the earthquakes are. They're all the ships moving themselves to adjust to about to take off. So it's causing all these worldwide earthquakes.
That's wild. I've heard that before, that the pyramids used to have like a smooth surface, but people just were taking little chunks, like, Berlin Wall style. But
Yeah.
also, I remember in the 2000s, the Freemasons were supposed to put a new gold capstone on top of the pyramid. It was like this huge thing, and at like the very last, because they were promoting it and they had like advertisements for it, and at the last second, the Egyptian government like changed course, and they shut them back down.
I think glass pyramids
Yeah,
in
because
general.
it'll be gone in a
The
second.
thing that even made me think of this, you guys, is because I wish I could think of the guy right now. Not that he needs my little tiny channel's help. He has like millions of followers, but he just does the best of whatever your state is. He just has a really good personality to go into your state, to these small towns and these small places. He goes out to the res, he goes to the Everglades, and just like really gets a feel for what it's like to be there. And he was going through Memphis, and I had been to Memphis, like driven through and maybe stayed the night once somewhere in my early 20s. But watching it and like looking at all the history there that looks just like it does on TV, or it's like MLK and this happened here and here's Elvis's house and all this stuff. But he drives by this glass pyramid, which made me start thinking of all the glass pyramids, like the Louvre, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, like all these weird glass pyramids that they put all over around the same time. But their glass pyramid used to be something else. I don't know what it was, but now it's a Bass Pro Shop. And the top of the pyramid has like a huge fish aquarium. So you like take an elevator up to the top of the pyramid, and then it has a huge fish aquarium at the top. And it just made me think, like, could water flow up these pyramids? Like, I never thought it. Maybe it's like a very normal, common pyramid people thing.
Theory,
It's not.
yeah.
Yeah. Theory. Thank you, Abbie. Pyramid people thing. Thing of the pyramid people.
Not
But
one
it
I ever
does
heard
seem
before, but
interesting.
I like it.
Because if the people have fresh water, and if energy is a different source than we actually think, that's the two things that it's like, if you don't really need a government in the same way, if you can go up and fill your water whenever you want.
Yeah.
It just made me, like, Egypt was a whole different place. And then something about the Italy and Jerusalem and Egypt and where Ethiopia is, it's like with the Ark, and even Becky in chat put I think Jesus' birthday was 9/11. And I think it was September 11th is their new year. And it just blows my mind. Like, there is something about them doing that to us on that date. And I'm not even I don't know my whole feelings on the whole Bible. I don't know. I just feel like we're being omitted more than we're being told about it.
I
But
agree.
it does seem hella curious, and that something else is going on with all these structures. But I definitely think people know. Like, the Vatican and the Pentagon are laughing where archaeologists come on Joe Rogan and they're like, we found this one stone and we're doing this dig. Like, I think there's just people in rooms laughing. Like, they know exactly what happened. They know what it was, and they know what buried it.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's two different dynamics at play. Like, one of them is the religion and like all the religious texts and all of like the ancient mythology built in. In my mind, I'm nearly convinced. I'm like 80% convinced it's all just astrotheology. They're all just talking about their perspective of the sun throughout the year, with Jonah going into the whale, or the whale eating, the darkness of the ocean eating the sun for 3 days, and then it comes back, or if the sun dies for 3 days and then he's risen, whatever. It's like literally the winter solstice, right? Which is like the standing still. But then ignore like the religious and like all of the gospel part. But these large churches and mosques and like these leaders, they're basically 1,000-year-old intelligence agencies. If anything weird happened anywhere in your region, you go to the church and you tell the church, or like you tell your local pastor, and it floats all the way up. So there's no other organization on the planet that has thousands of years of intel built up outside of major religions, right? There's not even countries that necessarily represent that. So if anyone on the planet knew about weird phenomenon, it's probably in like the Vatican archives.
Well, and the same with Antarctica or maritime law, it's real power if you just get to do whatever the hell you want and don't have to answer to any other leaders. And that's what the church does. Anytime a place cannot arrest you and they're like, we got it from here. That's power. So even if like you're a soldier and you get in trouble, the military pulls up and they're like, local officials will take it from here. It's like a whole separate sect of power. And that's what the Vatican is. Like they can just take it over from law enforcement. And we'll just move them around. We'll just move them. Don't even worry about it. And I don't know. That's been happening in every country around the world. And then they go into these third world countries that are, and they're just snatching people off and no one's even hearing about it. I don't know.
All kinds of shit, bro. Like I seen this video of Army Hammer. Okay. I think it's like a British film company. It's like a short film of him. Somebody raped, I believe, his daughter. Not somebody. These Muslim kids.
What's the movie
raped.
called?
I don't know. I saw a clip of it. I watched and I just scrolled. It was something UK, something, and it was featuring Army Hammer, and it was like anti-Muslim propaganda and everything that's going on in London. And I totally fucking get it. I totally get it. Like you're bringing barbarians into this country and like they're not living how we're living and they're fucking shit up. But anyway, he catches the kid and the family who were involved in this. Okay, so he has them at gunpoint in their house and he's questioning them.
Citizen vigilante.
There's clips of it where you can even pull it up.
No,
it's
I think
so
Elon
good.
Musk, countries were banning it. And so Elon Musk put the entire film up on his account on X. So people can watch it. So I haven't watched it, but go on. I want to hear.
Dude, this is comparable to like people drawing Muhammad right now. This is how big this video is, okay? He's literally, he has a family on gunpoint and he asked the kid, why did you rape her? Oh, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. I apologize. I really didn't mean it. And the father was trying to make excuses saying like, oh, our Quran teaches that. And it doesn't, but he said that because the hadiths teach that. But again, I'm not going to fucking defend this shit because it's fucking annoying at this point. Because they all pull this card and I'm sick of fucking hearing it. You scum. Okay? Anyway, so he has him on gunpoint and the rest of the guys who gang raped the girl came in and questioned them, but also the sister, because the sister saw it all happen and is watching her brother and his friends rape this girl who did not want it. And she goes online apparently and is like, oh, and commented under the news report saying she deserved it. Okay. And then the guy with the Army Hammers pointing the gun at her is like, why did you say that? She's like, well, she was showing her skin and making men horny and showing her legs and her boobs. So she deserved it. She deserved it? She deserved it? Is this the kind of mentality you're teaching your family? This is the kind of mentality you have? He's like rape culture and your daughter is okay with it? And it was fucking wild. So as soon as the boys that raped the girl came in, he shot them both. Shot each single family member that was affiliated with the boy.
Oh,
it's like, you guys,
I'm downloading it right now.
Dude, it is so wild.
Yeah, if anyone's into this movie, just so you know, you can go. You can just put in this in your X search bar and find the full film. It's all over X, so you can download it yourself and watch it.
I'm gonna say this, y'all. Just like how I just said in the beginning, I like Jews who actually follow just Torah and are not Zionists. There's a very, very small percentage of Muslims who are actually good people. Like actually good people who don't harm, don't believe in rape, like live righteous, good lives. But then you have the scum of the scum who they do something, the Quran. Ooh, the Quran. Oh, the Quran says it. Oh, the Quran says it. The Quran says it. Oh, it's because my religion. No, go fuck yourselves. Honor killings, go fuck yourselves. Forcing people to put the hijab on. If she takes it off, you beat the living fuck out of her and you kill her. Go fuck yourselves. That's not a religion, period. So that ideology does not belong in the United States of America. Take that shit to West Bumblefuck. I'm sorry. Just saying it.
Do you
take it how you
Have
want.
you
I don't
heard
give up.
that Obama's new, like, there's a pretty big Muslim population in Chicago, and that his new building is built out of the exact same material that the cube is in Mecca, and so that they're making a new cube of Mecca in America. Like, everybody knows Obama's a Muslim. And
I wouldn't be
that
surprised.
this is like, you know how we kept hearing for all these years from different anon accounts, like it's a spiritual war, it'll be biblical. And it kind of feels that way. It kind of feels like an amp for whatever reason. They can keep trying to point me over to the Holy Land, but I see the battle happening here. Like it probably is Chicago, Memphis is, it probably is this area. I think there's eclipses going over certain parts. But I haven't done.
Well, Netanyahu talks about Rome, and he talks about how the Rome never fell, or something like that. And then he's reading How to Defeat Rome, or some kind of book like that. And he was asked
Jews
the
versus
question,
Rome, I think.
and and he has his eyes, and he's like, United States is the new Rome. So he literally is giving clues out that he wants fucking the United States of America to fucking crumble. He wants it to fall. He wants it to
And I really, really believe that everything about the Hormuz, the Suez, the Panama, Greenland, I don't think at all. I think sometimes the optics of things are the optics of things. Really, I think there was an inspection going on for boats for the uranium dust, or human trafficking, or gun smuggling, or one of the other many things going on. But if you're really going to be the world's police, there's just sometimes easier things to do than drop weapons. And if you can control all the ports of entry in and out to every country by just plugging 4 or 5 ports in the world, that's a whole different kind of control. And all of a sudden our military is getting on and off all of the boats to inspect them. For what? I think more was going on, but the optics of what we're being told, our news, it doesn't matter whether you think it's conservative or liberal or whatever, is never going to tell us they were inspecting it because there was a deal with Iran, which was really Israel back then, because we know Israel's been in this dark state in the Middle East, and uranium one was a thing with Hillary and Obama that they made a whole Russian collusion, but we had uranium going to China and Russia and Ukraine. Like, I think all this stuff was going on, but we just have such a short attention span. We're like, who the fuck is Oliver Tree? That's what I said.
I knew who Oliver Tree was.
You did. You have,
my son was like big into him for a while.
You got kids. Abbie, are you allowed to say anything on air?
No, not
but
yet.
But your daughter graduated, right?
Yeah, she did. From high school and beauty college. So
all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Abbie's doing all the things. That's exciting though.
I know.
It seems summer. It to me, summer being a parent always seems like changing in one way or the other. Or I even think you watch movies and they're like, when the kids are done with school, then we'll get a divorce. And so then it's like, yay, summer. Oh, summer. Like, I don't know. I just think it's like there's always life changing stuff for good, bad, and different during the summertime. So maybe next week we'll chat about other stuff more.
For sure. So what about the White House cube hosting? Like, or is that old news at this point?
I know. I feel like we've said it on this show a million times.
And I don't feel like we even talked about it on the show.
No. I just mean in general.
Yeah.
Honestly, just in my marketing brain, I think it's crazy it took them so long. Like, just as in my marketing brain, I just think it's like they could have leaned into this and other things, like just to be
for the script,
Yeah. And also, which doesn't get to, because Q is whatever it is to people now. But back in like 2020 and 2021, like all the people I hung out with in this like all the people I hung out with in my little Q group, Q was quantum. That's what it always stood for in the little group that I was in. And so it's just so weird that people have whatever they think it is now, but it was something different for a period of time. Like, has it been infiltrated? Years and years and years and years ago, it was infiltrated when it was probably still posting. But I do think that all the who the person is that represents Q to you in your head, and I think unfortunately the only accounts that like Twitter and Instagram let stay up were like a Q on fire, or like a glittery Q, and it would be like the account would be like, where we go one, we go all 777. You know, it was always like this bogus like it was a rabbit, like the HBO documentary. All the Q people, they always put in front of us like, and here's Code Monkey. All the Q people were like, who is that? Or they're like, and here's Marjorie Taylor Greene. All the new Q people were like, what? Who's that? So I don't know. I just think it's kind of funny that now, like quantum, and then this is so stupid because Layla and I were in this little group together.
Did you see that one
years ago?
that was on that show recently? One of the old Q-tards, Graph on what's his name show? Yeah. Interesting.
On NDS. I thought that was like a kind of a crazy thing because I'm like, oh my gosh, I think HV went right after Graph on my podcast in 2021. It's like we're in this loop though that we're like, oh, and here's all the information, like all the same. It doesn't matter what your thoughts are about it now. All the people, even Graph, he might be like, I hate Q. Q is Operation Trust, Russian Bolshevik, Israel, Epstein, Bannon. It's like the amount of things that it is, who created it. It's all these things. But also, all the things that he knows now are because he answered the question in Q.
Thank you.
And so most of the people I find that genuinely hate Q have never even read a post. But this is what I also think. I remember a whole bunch of people that opened the boards back when, and either back when, if you were on the real boards where people were not nice, like people were like digging on the online, they were nice. Like once you got to X or Twitter at the time, or once you got to Instagram or Facebook with the information, people worked together in a little clique and hashtagged. But on the boards, people were not nice. But I also think a lot of people would open a Q post and they didn't know how to read it. And so they were like, this is nonsense.
What the fuck is this? Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, what is RR? Who is, you know, like it was just like how it was laid out. But I've just realized how I've gotten my own information that I appreciate. It's because I answered the question for myself. It wasn't because somebody spoon fed it to me.
Yeah.
And so much of this stuff in conspiracy, I really think like if you never looked at Q, you could just go to paranoidamerican.com and you could just get all of Thomas's comics and they would answer all the questions that were asked in Q. Like if you follow good people that are conspiracy theorists or researchers, historians and stuff, they answer the questions, but Q is just the questions. There was a whole sect of people that just thought Q meant question. Like they never thought it was a security clearance or anything like that. They just thought it was like, it's a whole bunch of questions. So I
always thought it was Q, like here's your cue, like here's your signal, because a cue is
that
a signal.
Too. Yeah, that too. It was like the backhaul
line.
I don't. Yeah,
my favorite is still the last post. Still to this day, it's my favorite one.
I think the Doomers, honestly, were more pissed that the White House posted Q than the Q kids cared about it.
Yep.
Like all the Q
like,
kids
now you're
in
gonna
all the
talk about
rooms
it?
that I hung out with, they were just like, okay, bet. Like, what's the Delta today? Like, they just moved on as if, because that's how they see every day happen. Everything. They're like, dogcom. Like this is just like, okay, cool. Are like, is somebody gonna bring up the question now? Are we gonna have to ask who Q Anonymous is again? Like, sir, who's a Q Anonymous? Like, I don't know. They think I'm saving the world from human traffickers. Is that such a bad thing?
But it's just ironic that they posted something like that.
If you go to like the Department of Justice, the whitehouse.gov, the Department of Energy, the Department of War, if you follow any of these right now, they are all doing where if you have read the boards your whole life, you're like, shut up. Because it's almost every single one of the American sites. But I honestly, as a marketer, like if I would have gotten a job in the White House and I would have been doing this since November.
Well, even Melania with the
I have
storms are up
timeline.
on us, you
On the
know?
timeline.
That was from 2012.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
That's what I
Okay.
thought it was so interesting, that it was way 5 years before Q.
Wow. No shit.
But then that just leans into the time travel of it all.
It does.
I don't know. If I have to
Where we
think
go one, we go Q.
if time travel or quantum, like if quantum is real, you don't need to time travel in the sense of like bed knobs and broomsticks where you're hopping dimensions. You can just get a visual of them, maybe quantumly on a computer. But I still think it attaches to she never thought she'd lose. How many times Trump said that is as many as central casting.
Yeah.
Like she never thought she'd lose. She never thought she'd lose. And that it just seems kind of humorous to me. Like when you drive by any old building that stored energy in Florida, they're like maybe closed down now. But even old phone buildings or old power plant buildings, none of them have windows. They have one long window. It just looks just like Obama's building to me. Like you cannot convince me it's not some kind of data center or headquarter. Like whatever Donald Trump's doing at the White House is literally going to war with that building. And it's happening just in our country. We're all like, oh, we're waiting for World War III, Israel. And then it's like, no, it's happening right here in these two buildings. It just seems so fish. Go fish.
Q post 3555. Time travel is fun. Or ... Q. And it has a link to a Twitter post, but it's suspended that account. So you can't see the fucking post. And I'm just like, July 30th, 2019.
You got to go back into the past in order to read it. Yeah.
Oh, the Wayback Machine?
Wayback Machine.
Isn't that crazy that like the past can access the future, but we are in the future and we can't access the past because the past has been banned.
And the whole thing about Q is the future proves the past. Where we always are like our whole lives are like, oh, the past proves the future. Like you got those who don't learn history. And it's just like, no, we're going to show you history by the loop that keeps happening with it. Yeah. Like they're not changing anything about the storybook. They're just changing the characters in it. That's kind of what I think is going down. But even like, I don't know if we talked about this on the show. You guys, Abbie went and saw the Michael Jackson movie. And she's been on her digs of Michael Jackson. But just even that, an energy maybe could play more than one energy in the dimensional slides, that it's almost like those slides that your grandparents would show you in like a movie projector, but somebody laid them all on top of each other. And some people are strong enough to be seen on more than one. I don't know. It just feels like a really heady reality. Like if you would have told me when I was young that this is what I would think now, I would like I just
right?
Know. Yeah.
Like you're so weird. What are you fucking talking about?
Yeah, like if an adult told me as a kid this stuff, I would remember it still. I'd tell you guys one time this crazy person told me this stuff when I was like 6 years old.
One time at band camp.
I don't know. Is anything else going on?
Yeah, I saw this very interesting video on this page on TikTok, and they had a few videos that they've been paying attention to this, I guess, this body of water that they live close by, and they've been recording it. And I saved one of the videos. I haven't posted it yet, but you can see the water of this river or pond or whatever the fuck it is, a lake, literally vibrating. And there's multiple videos.
It just did whippets.
Yeah, like literally you could see the waves and you see the water like literally vibrating, shaking. And I'm just like, what are they fucking doing? Like there's something fishy going on. I don't know what they're not telling us, but something's up. Watch the waters, and all has to do with water.
Or
some
even that mirror pond, you guys. I don't give a shit if I hear about it any one way, shape, or form. Like, I'm like, have you ever? Who gives a shit? You know what? I never even heard another president drain that thing in my whole life. And I look it up. Other presidents have drained it.
Yeah. And liberals are like pissed
No, but
that he drained it and
It's not
cleaned
even
it.
to me. Even the conservatives. How many pictures there? And today, good. The national, good or bad, indifferent. To me, the amount we're watching it, I'm like, this is a calm. Like, this is how I feel about everything. If it's forced upon me from both sides, I'm like, this is Bernie Mittens. Why are you forcing this on me?
Well, that's like draining the swamp. Was that? I mean, that was obviously freaking just Donald Trump of it all, but like, wasn't that Q post too?
Well, that is funny because when the storm is coming, the original time where he was standing with all the generals and he's like, oh, this is the storm. And they're like, what's the storm, Mr. President? And he's like, you'll find out. He said that today at the White House, I think today or yesterday, when something about Iran, because Iran did some shit or whatever is going down. And he's like, oh, and they're like, what's that, Mr. President? But he's like, you'll find out. So I'm like, oh, okay. Here we are again.
I kind of like that.
In this loop-de-loo.
I wanted to ask you guys, just because for some reason Twitter really wants me to have an opinion on the on Caitlin Clark, and I don't really care enough to have one, but I can't go on Twitter right now without being bombarded with like 15 to 20 of these posts. Does anyone actually care about this, or is this just being like pushed on me?
Caitlin Clark getting punched in the neck.
Her.
Yeah.
Or just in general, there's like a million montage clips where it's just like her getting like punched and thrown around, and then it's like, and this is why we need a race war in America right now.
That's what it feels like. And it's the other like cute little blonde basketball player pointing.
Yeah, but they keep like
they're on the same team and they play for Indiana, which feels like just the whitest little state.
It does.
But like they have a hit on her.
I was thinking that, huh?
She's like a target. That one, like
I know. At first,
she's
y'all,
so good.
I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was like, oh, I didn't see the other blonde girl, but I just thought because everybody was oh, David.
She's a dude.
David Corbo's Tom Selleck, like we're in this phase where just everyone's everyone else, that I thought everyone was like, oh, she's a dude. Anytime I saw a picture of her, I thought I assumed if it was on my timeline, that's what somebody was saying. Until I saw that other arm punch her in the neck. And then I was like, y'all, is that arm a dude? Like, I don't even want to look it up. I have no interest. I just want to know, or like, is part of the American pastime now we just want to like.
If not, she's
have
on
men
a
beat
whole
up
lot
women.
of gear because I would know what that looks like. So you don't get.
And then when I
dumped
was
like
forced to
that
watch the
on a woman
WNBA,
without-
Thomas, you're on to, because I've never seen any minutes of the WNBA before in my whole life. I don't even know how many years it's been there. I feel like this week I've probably watched 2 minutes of WNBA basketball that's been forced into my, where I was even looking, like, I didn't even know people went to this. Like, I didn't even know people cared. This is all over my feed, and it feels like a racy thing.
I think it is. It's just like a race war, but for the WNBA audience. They're gonna like try in like a tiny little petri dish of people that happen to watch and care about WNBA. And if you can get a race war started in that petri dish, maybe you can get it started in other petri dishes.
Seeing what I saw, like when I was dating a black man in the black community that he was around, they all kind of got behind Caitlin Clark because she was a freaking good basketball player. So they thought it was fucking stupid. So they're trying to incite something that's like, I don't feel like it's working. Maybe it's working for white people. I don't know, but
dude, when I was in high school, this type of racism to this level wasn't even a fucking thing. Like, I'm telling you, it wasn't. It was like, go back into the 90s, early 2000s. I'm telling you, everyone was just like awesome. Like,
not where I grew up either. Exactly. Like,
yeah, it was just so different. Like, I don't know how to explain it to y'all, but the level of fucking racism and hate, thanks, Obama,
I'm gonna be real, like same.
It grew so
Like, same.
much.
I
Like,
feel like
but hating black people and hating white people and
I feel like we
hating-
were so comfortable with each other's different races and families and everything. Your mama'd even in the race, and it didn't even hurt us. Like, even in the race, like, even it could just be like, I don't know, but like different of my friends from different cultures, they will be like, oh, anytime, like, okay, I gotta go home and eat. They'd be like, you guys have a meatloaf? Like, because white people always eat meatloaf.
Yeah.
But it's just funny that I didn't even know that there was things about my own culture that other cultures were like, this is a thing. Like, we all say this. Like, it's like the same way we're like, oh, Mexicans eat tacos. Like, Mexicans all think white people eat things too, whatever. But it was just, I feel like we grew up in a time that we really were in a mixing pot. It was kind of fun to be in America.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. Like, y'all know, I don't have to tell you guys, it was a different type of culture. Now it's just like everything needs to be segregated again. And now like I even saw clips of like reenactments of slavery and wearing the slave clothes and like bringing that culture
Did you
back
see that
of
big
slavery.
old slave?
And I'm like, what in the fuck
That big
is
old slave
happening?
was like, I hope there's pie at the end of this.
I thought we're trying to eradicate like this kind of behavior, but it's like we're trying to like amp it up for some reason. And it's like, especially on TikTok, it's like, oh, this page is for black women and black women only. Oh, my stuff is like Lizzo.
You're watching,
Lizzo came out and was like, I make music only for black people, not for white people.
Is that why she only sold like 300 albums?
Yeah, she only sold 300.
Lauren Hill did that too, though, didn't she? Like that she would rather.
But 100,000 were stolen, so it is
She lost
like
her following.
6, 7.
Because the majority of the people that were watching her were white. It was so crazy. I don't know. I don't like it. But whatever.
Lizzo, when she I think it happened she had the old Jonah Hill, is what I call it. You can't be the fat funny guy and then become the skinny serious guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Doesn't work.
And that's what Lizzo tried to do. You can't be the fat body positivity
positive
girl and then
Yeah.
become
Sorry,
Ozempic.
You can't be skinny. Yeah, you have to say that. Sorry.
I think what is it? Meghan Trainor and Lizzo should do like a joint album, but like Meghan Trainor is the plantation owner and Lizzo's the slave, and they like completely lean into like a hard racist angle to it.
Meg Trainor. See, I don't know any new music.
I don't
Jules
know
knows
either.
all the new music. She tells me.
New music.
Meghan Trainor, this is not even new music.
Yeah,
this is
I don't
like
know
15 years
anything
ago.
about any
I don't even
of-
know her. Meghan Trainor? Oh wait, I kind of heard of her.
Yeah, I'll know one song.
Meghan Trainor.
Her name's
I was
from
thinking of what, Meg the Stallion?
Same. And I almost
like
corrected Thomas.
I know, that's what I was thinking too. I was
And I
like, oh wait, Meghan Trainor, I do. Yeah, she was
Oh,
kinda
she
floppy.
sang that song "Made You Look." I don't know how to sing it. Summer, if you're out there, fly in real quick and sing
I was
some
thinking-
Meg the
It was
Trainer.
Girl,
All About the
I
Bass.
touched it. But wrong Meg.
Meg the Trainer. If I was a Megan out there, I would be Meg the something. How could
Yeah,
you
like
not
Meg
be?
the Stallion, dude.
She looks good right now. She was at
Girl.
the.
That's a dude.
I don't think it
Been a
is.
dude. Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so. But I'm
I
not one of
think
those
so.
people that I do think it's kind of funny that everybody's done with the flat earther or whatever that guy's name is. Like, he just keeps getting more and more where I really thought, you guys, the whole time, I just thought he was trolling the entirety of conspiracy. I did not know at all that he was being serious. And so it makes it that much more fun just because I'm like, I feel like we've seen, it's like tripping on acid. Like I feel like we've dug through all the rabbit holes. But that's kind of how I feel about everybody when everybody was, this person's a guy and that's a girl and this is a guy and that's a girl and this guy and that's a girl. But now it's this person's also that person is so fun. I was trying to think of one to do with Thomas, and I was going to
Well, because
tag
there's
the flat Earth.
essentially there's only like 1,000 people on the planet, and everyone's playing multiple roles.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, mine's too easy to do. Like my own, but you really can't do your own. You gotta. So I was like, I'm gonna do Thomas, but then I'm like, let me think why I looks, Max.
That is the most retarded shit in the world. I can't believe they're doing that. People are falling for it.
This is the new, you guys. For all these years, we've been growing up and we've been watching ladies fuck up their faces and just all become horrible versions of themselves, except for like one, like the late great Joan Rivers. But now it's men. Men are all botching up their faces, like Zach, whatever his name was. Efron.
With his fucking
Clavicular is slowly
gigantic
transitioning.
chin.
Clavicular, Ryan Gosling.
He wants
Like
to be
they're-
a female. I'm telling you, he's going to transition to a female. Watch. Sooner or later.
I don't even want to forecast how bad I think that whole thing's gonna go. Like, I don't even think
He's mentally not up there. I'm telling you. He's mentally not up there. And those mentally not up there get confused about what they are. And I swear, I was watching this video of a pure fucking masculine man. His girlfriend did his makeup, put a wig on him, and the way that he was looking at himself in such like lust, like he was getting turned on by his reflection of himself. And it was just like really into himself, dressed as a female, like mogging and like doing the whole like into it, not jokingly, but like really fucking into it. And I'm like, is that the thing like that they're craving? The reflection of what they see is not what they like, and they want to be attracted to what they see, so they turn themselves into something that they're attracted to.
It just made me think of the like story of Narcissus, and I'm like, did somebody dress him up like a woman?
Well, I
And
think
fell in
that-
love with his reflection.
I'm telling you, men are weird that way, man.
I think that it's like you can have the best eyebrows in the world, and like where you're like looking at a celebrity or a supermodel or a sports player, and you're like, oh my God, I love their lips, or I love their nose, or whatever it is that makes somebody their face. But you can't take all what you consider the best features and put them on one face. Like, it's not supposed to be that way. And so I think that's why all these people become really effed up looking, is because they're all trying to put the best feature on something that doesn't fit the scale of their face.
Yeah.
You're putting a hat on a hat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, now the important topic at hand. I didn't know if I was going to harass you tonight. Abbie. This is Abbie's new baby.
Isn't he cute?
Oh my goodness.
His name's Apollo Creed.
Oh my God. So cute.
He is cute. That's how you knew. You're like, yep, I love him.
I do.
He's my baby.
That was adorable as fuck. Stop.
It's puppy season.
It is. Get a poodle puppy. They're the best.
It looks like a little poodle puppy.
I have a puppy. He's so cute. He's like a little teddy bear. Cute teddy.
I feel like he's like a little person because he's got his little paws cut too.
That's what I was going to ask you guys, is everybody if aliens where they're like, oh, once humanity reaches interplanetary, that's when the aliens will come. Or once we hit World War III, that's when the aliens will come. Or once all these, what if it has nothing to do with aliens at all, but the aliens were just waiting for us to see the sentience in the animals around us? Because are we the first of all humans to do this?
It seems like it. Do you not? I mean, I feel like all animals
I feel like the way
are
people
like
talk
more
to their
awake.
animals, the amount of like love, time, speech that they're just talking to their animals, or now maybe we just have video of it all. And I know there's AI and everything, but some stuff I've seen in my real life, like I've been in somebody's house and their husky's been like, I love you. And I'm like, bitch,
I swear, like, because like they say poodles to keep them like acting good, you have to give them puzzles and stuff to do. Like, but those are the dogs that you see that sit there and tap the little buttons for words, and I'm like, I'm so getting him some of those.
Or where they have dogs just like walking down the street now, like on two legs, where a
Yeah.
guy is like
Chaney.
a black guy with his poodle and
No.
he has it on a leash and he's walking on two legs and he's like, bro, I feel like we should walk next to each other.
Yo, Abby, do you know there's this one creator who has one of those huge poodle doodles, whatever they're called, the ones that
Yeah.
look like humans? Anyway, she got those buttons and this dog like really started like learning a lot. Do you know the dog found out that it was like a dog, like a dog, and it realized its reality and it became fucking depressed because it knew that it couldn't verbalize and it could. I was
That's
so
sad. I
it
just
was
think I saw
so
that
sad.
too. Yeah.
He was it literally became clinically depressed, the dog.
My my son, his little two poodle puppies, like they sit there and watch that show Bluey. They freaking love it. It's so weird. Like they're into this like little kids TV show about dogs.
Or how it's people sitting on their couch and their like animal has like a favorite outfit that they like go and drag out and they're like, please put this on me. And they're like, my dog won't do anything until they have their tutu on or whatever their dog's thing is. And then they're like, look at her. And she's like holding a wand in her mouth with her tutu in the mirror. And she's like, this is so crazy. But I'm just watching people experience their own animals. And I'm just like, are we in this place? Like, maybe we've lost a little bit of our humanity with each other on here.
Yeah.
But maybe out there, we're in this like whole new, like, okay, well, I don't have to, I guess, bow you. Like, hi.
Hi, cutie pie. You're adorable. You don't bite. Oh.
Or it's like a lady walking with her dog and a bear. Like, I just think there's so much animal interaction now where people are like, oh my gosh, I was walking and then a cat was behind me and it didn't hurt me. Unless it's in Asia. Then it's
Well,
like,
you mentioned woman walking and a bear. I just saw a video before we got online, a woman walking her dog, and the fucking grizzly was like chasing the fucking dog, making laps around the human woman. And she's like yelling at the grizzly bear, Kara, no. Like, and it didn't attack her. It like legit didn't attack her. It was so wild to fucking see. It was like a 5-minute long video of this fucking bear going around and around the fucking human trying to catch the dog. It was so crazy.
that is, I've seen.
And it was a real video, not AI.
Videos like from the 90s of like just a dude, like the four of us hanging out and Abbie's dog's in the backyard and Thomas just looks outside and a bear's crawling over to just get in the trash can. He doesn't know the dog's even there. But the human, because of their dog, dude, even I've seen humans run in and like grab gators by the fucking, like they're like a hippo. Like they just grab the gator mouth like a strength they never knew they had. Like people, I mean, they'll do it for other humans too. I just
Yeah. I've seen some miracles.
Anyways, that's my dogma thought. That's my dog come. Do you guys have anything fun or anything else to? I put a giraffe on this because there was a giraffe that got away in Texas.
Oh my God.
And it was lost for 2 weeks. And I was like,
how do you lose a giraffe?
That is what I can't get over. I'm like, this is wild.
Giraffe on the
anyways, they found
timeline.
it.
Remember?
Yeah, they found their
I used to
giraffe.
be a big one back in the QC days.
Yep, giraffe.
So if you made it this far, please drop a giraffe in the comments.
Drop a giraffe in the comments anywhere you find us this week. Or if anyone's on any shows and you show up to be in the chat, you can put a bunch of giraffes
Yeah,
in
that we know you hung out for 2.5 hours on Friday night.
on Friday night. If you're one of the 139 people that are chilling with us on Rumble, YouTube, X, or who else knows where we're at. You guys, are you anywhere else fun this week that anyone can listen to you chit chat?
On my page. I'll go live sometimes. That's it.
Anywhere. Thomas, you're doing Think Tank this week?
The only, yes, I do Think Tanks on Sundays, hopefully, if everyone's around. And then the only thing I've been consistently able to edit and upload lately are my Under the Docs. So those are every Tuesday. We watch old conspiracy documentaries and talk about how well they held up and if we do any like deep dives on them. But I really like it. If you like TV and movie reviews, documentaries are kind of the same thing, but real stuff. So I really love that series. I got a huge backlog of Occult Disney and my own Paranoid American podcast. I just need to figure out a good time to actually edit them and upload them. But I've got like months worth of content kind of collecting dust right now. So look out for that.
Hell yeah.
It becomes such an undertaking. Sometimes you go through this like, oh my gosh, this takes so long. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm getting faster at this. I'm so good at it. And then you're like, it just somewhere you get where you know exactly how long it takes. And then finding the time for exactly how long it takes becomes the hardest thing. I don't know what it is.
Thanks.
Oh, did somebody? Oh, thank you.
Lolly.
It's not working now. There it goes.
Lolly B. Oh,
Thanks,
Abbie.
Lolly.
Abbie, do it again right now.
Okay, okay.
Do it.
Oh, look how good. What a professional.
Yeah.
What a professional. Yeah. So, I think everyone too, shout out to Think Tank. You guys should all go check it out. It's super smart. And I like how you guys do get into esoteric shit, symbology, pop culture. It's like your guys' chemistry on the panel and your intelligence. It's interesting and it has a good chat room. So if you guys haven't checked out Think Tank yet somewhere, you totally should. And
Usually Sundays at around 3 Eastern, but it fluctuates.
yeah, it's in my top 3 favorite podcasts right now. And I've been listening to more I try to watch podcasts when I'm doing other shit, and then I try to be an active participant in the chat room. I feel like it makes me a better reply guy. Being in a chat room so much faster that getting your wits to work like that, it's like good for reply guy stuff.
And that's
jobbing.
Sundays?
Sundays at 3 Eastern usually, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
And it's usually if I'm not streaming it, it's on Zertis's channel. If you don't know Andreas Zertis, he actually grew up with Oliver Tree.
Oh, wow.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
That's dope.
He has crazy stories too. Like that's an interesting thing about it between the 3 of you. I'm like, there's
He's
like
totally
real life
CIA.
stories. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
No, it's
Hey,
a
get me
good
in.
one.
What do I need to do?
I think they're actually hiring right now, Layla.
Really?
Like if you're
Hey,
really,
CIA.
I'm not even kidding. If you
Pay me
go
the
to
right
like
money, I'll sign
Homeland
up hard.
Security, CIA, Department of Justice, probably
Send
the
me to Albania, I'll
FBI,
sign up hard. Just pay
every
me right.
American agency's hiring.
If the money is right, send me anywhere. I will
You can
sign
work
up
in
hard for
Texas,
you. All right,
Homeland
anywhere.
Security.
Just not in the Arab countries. Keep
ICE
me out
is
of there.
hiring.
Yeah, ICE is
ICE
hiring.
is hiring big time.
I don't want to die.
It seems the same as doing Homeland Security
Yeah.
at the border.
No, CIA is more undercover. You know.
There's
Oh,
a bunch
CIA
of
is
ICE
not
guys
American
right now
now.
that are going through like 4,000-year-old ancient artifacts that they found in Tampa Bay. Like that's an ICE person's actual job right now is just going through ancient artifacts.
That'd be fucking rad.
Oh my god.
That would be.
I would love
Yeah.
my job.
That's like Wonder Woman. That's what she
Yeah.
did. Diana in the movie.
CIA,
All
call
right,
me.
you guys.
Fucking go.
We love you so much. We hope you have the best weekend ever.
Love you
we
guys.
will hang out with you before July 4th. So it should be like a boom, boom, boom week, July 4th, and then we'll have the build up to Jesus's birthday on Sept 11, which is really 7-11. But you know, you guys know.
If you know, you know.
All right, turn it down. Juliette Lewis brings that shit. Love you guys. Bye bye.
Can you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunnilinguist good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, making it's okay to change your thinking. Good guys, good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true, so what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunnilinguist good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, making it's okay to change your thinking. Good guys, good guys, good guys, good guys.
Buckle up for a wild ride through time where Donald Trump, a DeLorean, and some eerie coincidences collide. First, meet Ingersoll Lockwood, a 19th century author who penned Baron Trump's marvelous underground journey in 1893. His hero, Wilhelm Heinrich Sebastian von Trump, aka Baron Trump, a kid from Castle Trump on Fifth Avenue, New York, mentored by a guy named Don. But hold on to your flux capacitor. In Back to the Future Part 2, Biff Tannen becomes a rich, brash tycoon in an alternate 1985, running a garish casino empire. Biff's wealth, swagger, and even his combed-back hair scream Trump vibes. Biff's casino, inspired by Trump's own Taj Mahal in Atlantic City. Now enter Nikola Tesla, the genius who inspired Doc Brown's flux capacitor. Tesla was obsessed with energy and some say time travel. When he died in 1943, the FBI grabbed his papers, and who did they call to review them? John G. Trump, Donald's uncle and an MIT brainiac. Did John find Tesla's time travel blueprints and pass them to his nephew?
So, is Donald Trump a time-traveling tycoon channeling Tesla's genius? Or are we just stuck in a time loop of epic coincidences? You decide. But if you see a DeLorean outside Mar-a-Lago, don't mess with the timeline.